Okay, good evening, fans. We're going to start our broadcast here in just a minute. Rob Kendall along with Lex Zorn as the Avon Orioles are set to take on the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Got the dance team out on the field, and we will begin here in just a few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please rise and remove your hats as Avon Accents member Junior John Grimes sings our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare amongst bursting air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Let's hear it for John Grimes.
All right, well, good evening once again, fans. Rob Kendall along with Lex Zorn coming to you tonight from Avon High School as the Avon Orioles are set to take on the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Again, my name is Rob Kendall, Lex Zorn here as well, and we're bringing you Avon football tonight on AudioSportsOnline.com. Your Avon Orioles enter with a record of 1-1. They lost the season opener at Lawrence North. They won week 2 at home right here. You saw the broadcast on Audio Sports Online against the Ben Davis Giants. The Hamilton Southeastern Royals, on the other hand, enter with a record of 0-2, and it should be an interesting evening. I'm sorry, of 1-1 as well, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
1-1,
yes.
and it should be an interesting evening of high school football.
Yes, it should. You know, a couple of weeks ago when Avon opened on the road up against Lawrence North in the northeast side of Indianapolis, it was a game that caused Avon fans a lot of concern when they lost by a score of 62-34 after going undefeated in the regular season last year. However, the Orioles in their home opener bounced back in a big way last week, destroying arch rival Ben Davis by a score of 54-13 to get the season back on track. Tonight, the Orioles enter Hoosier Crossroads Conference play against the arch rival Hamilton Southeastern Royals, a team that for much of this millennium has been a perennial top 10 team, but has been hit by several challenges in recent years. Tonight, they entered the game with a record of 1-1, coming off a loss last week to North Central, as the Royals are now on their third head coach in 4 seasons. So obviously a lot of changes there that have been hard to adjust to, and the Royals have dropped 4 consecutive games now to the Orioles in this series, and in addition, the Royals have finished 500 or worse for the last 3 seasons. So trying to get their momentum back in their first year under new head coach under their new head coach Michael Kelly. So anyway, let's take a look to see what Avon has done so far this year. The Orioles so far have rushed 63 times and passed 46. That's a ratio of 1.4 to 1. Their offense is spearheaded for the third consecutive year by senior quarterback Henry Hessen, who's having another stellar year. He's completed 33 of 46 passes, that's 69.6%, for 586 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. He has a balanced core of upperclassmen to throw the ball to, led by senior Wallace Stovall, who has 17 receptions for 315 yards and 4 touchdowns. Junior Joe Hall with 7 receptions for 193 yards and 3 touchdowns, while senior Remington Gall has 5 receptions for 81 yards and 1 touchdown. On the ground, the Orioles are led by junior Krishawn McCray, who's done a great job filling in this year for Jalen Love, who we lost to graduation. McCray's rushed 33 times for 192 yards and 3 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Hamilton Southeastern has rushed 83 times and passed 39, a ratio of 2.1 to 1. They're led by senior quarterback John McCall, who's completed 26 of 36 passes. That's a stellar 72.2%. However, hasn't gotten a whole lot of yards, a relatively modest 333 yards, 2 touchdowns, but no interceptions, showing that he is a smart player. He doesn't have a dominant receiver. The best one is junior Martise Taylor, who has 6 receptions, but they've gone for 142 yards, including a long of 91, and he does have a touchdown, while junior Jack Wofford has 4 receptions for 52 yards, and junior Stephen Sidner has 3 for 42. On the ground, Hamilton Southeastern is led by junior Blaine Wirtz, who has 30 rushes for 113 yards, including 3 touchdowns. Avon's head coach is Mark Bless, who's 85 and 34 in his 11th season with the Orioles, and 234 and 101 in his 31st season overall. He's won 4 sectionals and 2 regionals with Avon. He previously won 2 sectionals at Mooresville and also previously coached at North Vermilion. Michael Kelly is Hamilton Southeastern's new head coach. He's 15 and 17 overall. He's 1-1 here with the Royals and was 14 and 16 in 3 seasons down the road with the Seymour Owls. So anyway, on paper, this does look like it should be a good win for a good game for this. On paper, this looks like a game that Avon has an excellent chance to win. They certainly are feeling a lot better about things than we were a week ago at this time when we were concerned about that Lawrence North loss, although it should be noted that Lawrence North, the team that beat us 2 weeks ago in the opener, now is the number 3 ranked team in the state. Last week they absolutely destroyed Marion by a score of 70 to 14. And you know, one thing that is encouraging is that last week we entered the game really concerned about our rushing defense because 2 weeks ago Lawrence North rushed 41 times against us for a whopping 398 yards. That's 9.7 yards a carry. And we greatly reduced that against Ben Davis last week. The Giants rushed decently 37 times for 171 yards and 4.6 a carry. We'd like to get the average per carry lower than that. We'd like to get it below 3.4, which is what you need to get a first down on every position. But still, we cut it in more than half. So that is a good that was a good improvement from week 1 to week 2. And now Hamilton Southeastern entering the field with a nice ovation from their small contingency of fans who've made the long trip from the northeast suburbs of Indianapolis. Under normal driving conditions, it would be about 35 or 40 minutes. Probably today it's closer to an hour and a half under normal 465 rush hour traffic. Certainly we salute all the fans who come out to these games. We had somewhere in the neighborhood of 600 or 700 fans last week who turned out here for Avon versus Ben Davis. Today, I think we have somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 or 600 right now. I think it's a little smaller because this is Labor Day weekend and a lot of people going out of town. So certainly I salute everybody who came out to support these kids tonight, both with the current health concerns and, you know, this being a holiday weekend. So.
All right, real quick, Lek, the Hamilton Southeastern Royals, as you mentioned, on the field wearing the home white or the road white jerseys, blue letters and numbers, gray helmets. The Avon Orioles will be the home team tonight. Black letters and numbers, black jerseys, white letters and numbers, black helmets. And we did, unfortunately, miss the senior night announcement. We had a little trouble with our internet, so we do apologize for missing those senior night announcements, but had a little issue with the internet, and hopefully we've worked through that here this evening in order to be able to bring you the game as the Avon Orioles are getting ready to come onto the field. And we've still got about a minute and 50 so up on the clock. Here come the Avon Orioles. We'll pan our camera around so that you can see that in real time. And here in just a little bit, we're going to have high school football. Avon coming onto the middle of the field. And again, in the all-black jerseys, white letters and numbers, black helmets, the Avon flag flying. Of course, no traditional jumping up and down in the midfield as we're used to for so many years here at Avon High School. But tonight, it will be both teams at 1-1. The Avon Orioles taking on the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. And Leck, a big game for both teams, as you certainly don't want to drop to 1-2, and you want to get off to a 1-0 start in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference.
Yeah, that's right. Both of these teams had a sharply mixed pre-conference season, each with a good win and a bad loss. And, they did so in the reverse order. Avon, like I said, they opened up a couple of weeks ago, really scared a lot of fans with that 62-34 loss to Lawrence North. A loss that doesn't seem quite as bad now after Lawrence North beat Marion 70-14 last week and rose to number 3 in the polls. Still our shaky rushing defense in that game was a cause for concern, but like I said earlier, we did improve that last week. Meanwhile, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, real quick, we're having the coin toss here. Let's see what we got. Hamilton Southeastern on the left, Avon on the right. And again, we'll try to get these official signals a little bit harder with the mask on these days. And Hamilton Southeastern has won the toss. They will defer to the second half, so Avon will have the ball to begin the football game. Hey, if you'd like to tell us where you're listening from tonight or watching as it were, let us know. I'm on Twitter at Rob M. Kendall, at Lex Zorn for Lex, so at Rob M. Kendall or at Lex Zorn. Let us know where you're listening from. We'll try to get your name on the air. And a little bit later start than we normally have by about 10 minutes. We had an issue with the internet, and hopefully, again, that's been resolved throughout the evening. I want to thank Brad Holsinger, Lance Larkey, the entire Avon athletic staff for making it possible for us to be able to bring you Avon football here tonight on Audio Sports Online. Last week, an incredible more than almost 2,400 people watched us live. Last week. That was really an incredible number. Again, sad that those folks couldn't be out with us last week or tonight, but that's why we're here. And, again, we're doing our best to bring you Avon football here on AudioSportsOnline.com. Again, my name is Rob Kendall. He's Lex Zorn. Avon will have the ball, and throughout the game tonight, we'll be mentioning some of the great sponsors that make Avon football possible. As Hamilton Southeastern is going to kick it off, they're going to move from left to right on your computer screen or radio dial. Well, we're not on the radio right now. Mistakes of years gone by.
Or internet radio.
And hopefully maybe we'll be able to simulcast a game or two later this year with our friends on WYRZ. We'll see how that all works out.
Yeah.
Of course, so many of these Avon games over the years have been available on WYRZ.
So now he's set to be in play here. 2 players back deep to receive for the Orioles.
Avon set to kick it away.
Yeah.
And deep is Krishan McCray, number 2. There's the kick. It's a high, short kick. It'll be taken at about the 10-yard line and up across the 15, across the 20, 25, and that's where Avon will start the football game this evening. No score, 12-minute quarters set to go right now.
Well, Hamilton Southeastern beat Lawrence Central a couple of weeks ago in the opener 24-0, but then fell 26-25 to North Central last week. So Royals having scored in the mid-20s both games. Avon having scored in the 30s 2 weeks ago, the 50s last week. So if the Orioles get off to a couple of quick scores here, that'll put us in the driver's seat. So let's see how it goes.
Hessen working out of the gun. Three receivers to the left, two to the right. Snap, back to pass, steps up. Hessen has time, caught, far side of the field, first down and then some, across midfield and all the way down to about the 45-yard line.
That was Joe Hall having an outstanding season, the number 2 receiver on the Orioles, and he picks up about 30 on that, 36 there on that play.
Snap, back to pass, throws, got a man caught, far side of the field, no gain that time, as
there's Hall again.
Yeah, it was Hall, so they went right back to a very similar play.
Marked him down for a gain of 1.
And again, we'll get you these fabulous sponsors that make Avon football possible here coming up in just a few moments. 2 receivers to the left, 2 men to the right, 1 man working out of the gun. Snap, fires it. It is all over the head of the intended receiver. That time it was number 85 for Avon, Remington Gall. And boy, Gall and Hall.
Yeah, Gall, Hall, and Stovall. The three top receivers for us all have rhyming names.
And it'll take us a minute here as the sun goes down to try to get these numbers right because they are very shiny.
Yes. Yeah, we run into that when we do JV ball on those Saturday mornings. So a big 3rd and 11 for the Royals defense.
Snap, back to pass, steps up, has time. He's flushed out, rolling to the left side, flag flies in late, throws, got a man caught near side of the field, but that one's coming back. And I believe that was number 2, Krishan McCray on the catch, but it's not going to matter. They're going to move this back. I think it's going to be a hold on Avon.
So Avon got off to an outstanding start on the first play from the pass from Hessen to Hall, but they've stalled since, and with 2 plays for a combined -1 yard, and now we've got a 10-yard penalty.
And again, if you'd like to let us know where you're listening from tonight, we would certainly appreciate that. At Rob M. Kendall on Twitter or at Lex Zorn on Twitter. We'll try to get those names read for you throughout the course of the evening. It's become a fan favorite over the years here at Avon High School. And speaking of fan favorites, was not a fan favorite that time was that call, which will move Avon all the way back into their own territory at the 40-yard line. Snap, back to pass, steps up, looking, has time, fires down the middle of the field. It's caught inside the 40, and boy, they're going to get really close to that first down. What a nice pickup that time. 10, 15, 25 yards on the play. It'll be about 4 yards short, and so it'll bring up a 4th down for the Avon Orioles.
Who got the catch there?
I did not see.
Who made that catch?
3 receivers to the left, 1 man to the right, out of the gun. Snap, back to pass. Rolling left side. Hessen on the run, going downfield, got him in off the hands of the intended receiver. Wallace Stovall was the intended receiver that time.
Well, a big break for the Royals after the way that they after the way that Avon started the drive. It looked like they planned to score within 2 or 3 plays, but a couple of incompletions, a 1-yard loss, and a penalty caused Avon to turn the ball over on downs here. So Hamilton Southeastern lucky to take the offense without giving up any points.
Snap, quarterback keeper, leans ahead. That time it's number 18 for the Royals, John McCall, short gain on first down. Hey, Andy Moore has you covered for all of your automotive needs, new, used, parts, or service. Go to andymoore.com where you get more for your money.
So John McCall, the quarterback, 3 yards there on that opening rush. They line up McCall in shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, 1 running back. 9:54 to go here in the first quarter. No score. Hamilton Southeastern at Avon. You got a handoff there. It goes up for 1 or 2.
So a 3rd down coming up.
That was Blaine Wirtz there on the run for Hamilton Southeastern. They give him credit for 1.
Third down and long for the Royals. Snap, there's the give, takes it around the end, drives it, breaks the tackle. He's off to the races.
My God.
And he's got one man to beat. Yeah, as you said, like take it down inside the 15. That was number 20 for Hamilton Southeastern.
Yeah, Blaine Wirtz. Blaine Wirtz, a gain of about 42 yards there. Touchdown saving tackle by Antoine Wade. They gave him a better spot than I thought, him up to the 13, so that's a gain of 48 yards.
Snap, gives straight ahead. Short gain that time. Number 6 for Hamilton Southeastern, Alexander.
Give him credit for 2 there.
It is a
second and 8 at 11 for the Royals.
Yeah, there we go. Snap, give straight ahead. That was number 10 that time, Alex Hobson, and a short gain for Hobson.
No, it's Blaine Wirtz.
Oh,
again.
I'm sorry.
And they give Wirtz credit for 2. He had a 49-yarder earlier on this drive. Third and 6 at the 9, 8:15 to go here. So 3 receivers to the right. McCollin shotgun, Wirtz the running back.
Snap, fakes it, rolls right side, rolling. Tuck, keep it. Drives ahead inside near the 5, and now it'll bring up 4th down, decision time for the Royals. Do they take the 3 points? That answered quickly. The Royals appear content to try to kick the field goal and put the 3 points up on the board. We'll see if they can do it right now.
The Royals 1 for 3 on field goals on the year. The only make was from 27. This is from 23, so certainly makeable.
Snap, spot, kick is up. It is right down the middle and good. And so with 7:21 remaining to play in the first quarter, Avon now trails it by a score of 3-0. All right, let's thank Avon Orthodontics. The office of Greg Johnson and Nick Broussard has been creating great smiles since 1995. And the BSN Sports is a proud sponsor and official provider of uniforms, apparel, spirit wear, and equipment for Avon Athletics. And Chick-fil-A Avon, order the app and skip the lines. Download Chick-fil-A One today. LM Spirit Gear. Need apparel for your favorite team? Find us online at lmspiritgear.com. And Avon Oral Surgery. We'd like to wish all Avon athletes good luck this year. Go Orioles. The Beacon Sign Company, the official sign company for Avon Sports. BJ's Restaurant. Hungry? How about BJ's Restaurant Avon? Come visit us after the game for pizza and Pizookies. Proud sponsor of Avon Athletics. Go Orioles. And by Fry Electric. Please remember to call Fry Electric for all your electrical needs. Leck, nice run by the Royals that time. Puts them on the board.
Yeah, a 49-yard rush by Blaine Wirtz sets up a 23-yard field goal by Alex Girolis to open the scoring here. 3-0 Hamilton Southeastern. The Royals lucky not to give up any points on their first drive. And Rob, just about the only thing that Avon did wrong last week was they committed too many penalties in the first half, and a holding penalty there on that first possession very possibly took a touchdown away. So now as they go down 3-0, Avon will try to come back and get the lead here.
Yeah, so the Orioles will receive the kick. And again, a nice first drive by Avon. Unfortunately for them, it did not result in points.
It's the kick.
High kick, I should say. Sailing all the way back into the end zone. McCray will take it, and it'll be a touchback, and Avon will have it 1st and 10. Well, if you're the Avon Orioles, not the ideal start, but the good news is you're only down 3 points.
Yeah, and they still moved the ball well on that first drive. Hessen completed 3 of 5 passes for 55 yards, including a long of 31 to Hall. And then he had a 25-yarder that he completed to Stovall. So still a lot to like about this performance. And, you know, if the Royals had not gotten that one, I'll hold that thought. So 2 receivers to each side now.
Working out of the shotgun. It is Hessen. Snap. Into round. A little bit of a room to run there for number 15. That was Carmelo Mitchell. And Mitchell with a couple yards there in first down.
I believe this is Mitchell's first varsity action of the season. I know he's been absent the first couple of games. He was the team's leading receiver last year as a junior. And even without him, the Orioles have still been lighting it up all season long, well, at least through these first 2 games.
Flag holding on the play on Avon.
88 points through 2 games for the Orioles, hoping to add to that total today in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference opener.
So another penalty harms the Orioles, moving them back.
$7:15 to go in the first quarter.
Snap. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Blown up in the backfield that time. Big hit. I believe number 1 for Avon, Jaden Jones, was the running back. And nothing moving that time for the Orioles, as it'll bring up now a second down and very long all the way back near the 8-yard line.
Yeah, they got him for a 4-yard loss there. So now it's 2nd and 23. The Orioles really need to get something going on this play. So
Two receivers to the right, 3 men to the left. Empty backfield for Henry Hessen.
I wouldn't be surprised if he rushed this one.
Back to pass. Hessen has time, fires, and it's nearly picked off as that was in and out of the hands that time of number 49, Nate Haas for Hamilton Southeastern.
Yeah, and had he gotten it, he might have taken it all the way in. So now a very critical 3rd and 23 for the Royals now. They are for the Orioles. They don't want to give the ball back to Hamilton Southeastern, giving them a shot to take a 2-possession lead. They got into that hole at Lawrence North a couple of weeks ago.
And now a little draw play to McCray. He'll bust it to the near side of the field. Flag flies in late after a nice gain.
Yeah, there is a late flag, so let's see if it'll count or not. A couple of officials are deliberating. That was McCray's first rush of the game, by the way. He is by far the team's leading rusher on the season through the first 2 games.
Hey, thanks to Jason Dozier back at the Audio Sports Online studio. He did a great job helping us get on the air tonight. Again, we just had a little issue here at Avon High School with our internet, so we feel bad we missed the Senior Day festivities. We're about 10 minutes delayed in getting our broadcast on, but it worked. And at least for now, hopefully it stays working. So 4th down, punt team on for Avon. Snap. Oh, boy, that's a bad snap.
It's going to be a safety, it looks like, yes.
Bad snap over the head of the punter for the Orioles, Carson Holmer, and Holmer just knocks it into the back of the end zone. So Mark Bless, you know what a disciplined coach he is. His teams are disciplined. Several holding penalties already, and then this bad snap. He's not going to be happy about that lick.
No, he's not, although it could have been worse. It was a good job there by the punter to bat the ball out of the end zone to make sure that it wasn't recovered for the touchdown. As it is, Avon down only 5-0. It could have been worse. And the Orioles now will get a free kick from the 20. And so they're, and basically they were kicking from the 21 so actually they're going to get to kick from a few yards further downfield, so hopefully they will pin the Royals deep into their own territory, force a 3-and-out, and then get the ball back and take the lead with a touchdown. So no need to panic yet. Avon still very much in this. It's still a 1-possession game. And keep in mind, last year the Orioles had a habit of starting slow and then turning it on later, although certainly before the playoffs, you want to get them in the habit of, playing strongly all 48 minutes both weeks, or all 48 minutes every game. because last week, as they painfully found out in that playoff loss to Brownsburg, sometimes comebacks aren't available.
Yeah, and obviously just a great week last week for Avon, playing almost some near-perfect football against the Ben Davis Giants. So I'm sure they're looking to try to channel a little bit more of that energy. Now, Homer will have to punt it here. Well, I know they changed that rule. You put a tee in the ground. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can do either one. Okay.
Yeah, it's free kick, yeah. So now 2 players back deep.
I thought the rule used to be you had to punt it.
I don't. I've seen so few safeties over the year in my commentary career in high school ball.
I mean, I'm talking years ago.
Oh, okay.
There's a kick by Homer. It's a deep kick. It'll be taken at the 25, so good job there trying to flip some field position. However, the return man does get the corner. He's got room to run up across the 50, and that's a little bit of what you run into, Leck, because you don't get that running start. Gives him a lot of time to get going, and good field position that time.
Yeah, and that's Jace Alexander there with about a 25-yard return back to the 50, and that's one very interesting rule of the XFL, which played 5 weeks this year, is that on the kickoffs nobody could. I think nobody could run until the ball had been fielded, if I remember correctly. It was a really odd rule. So.
Snap, stretch play, cuts it back, and nice job by the Orioles that time to get in there and wrap him up. I believe that was number 39, Clayton Peters, on the tackle that time for the Avon Orioles.
And that was Blaine Wirtz there. They got him for no gain there. He had a 49-yarder there on the, or 48-yarder on the first possession.
And now whistle, all sorts of movement up front. It's going to be who went first. I think they're going to get 80 for Hamilton Southeastern.
I would make a terrible official because I always see the second guy who moved.
Well, that's why, in fights and stuff, they usually. Yeah, it was a false start. And number 80 was the culprit there for Hamilton Southeastern that time.
So a good break for the Orioles. 2nd and 15 now for Hamilton Southeastern. They lead 5-0 on a field goal and a safety.
And boy, that sun, you can see that right there on our video feed, just beating down on those really white Southeastern jerseys. You can't even see a number right now. Once it gets darker, you'll be able to pick those numbers out easier. There's a give straight up the middle, drives ahead back to the initial line of scrimmage, gain of about 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that's Wirtz. It'll bring up about 3rd and because they got him. They gave Wirtz credit for 4. So Wirtz 5 for 55 now here in this game. 5:22 to go here in the first quarter. Game 3 out of 9 in the regular season. First conference game for both teams.
Big 3rd down coming up for the Royals. Almost just right at midfield there, about the 49-yard line. They need to get down to the 40. Snap back to pass. Throws. Got a man open in the flat, but it's a short pass, incomplete. And it'll bring up a 4th down now for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals.
That was McCall's first pass of the game. So it looks like they are, I can't imagine they would punt it here. So now back deep to receive for the Orioles, we have Wallace Stovall, the team's leading receiver. So if Avon gets a touchdown on this possession, they will have the lead despite the shaky start.
Kick is clear. It's a high kick. Line drives out of bounds inside the 15.
Zicky's punt goes out of bounds at the 11-yard line. That's where it'll be 1st down Avon.
This is the 21st consecutive season that these two schools have met in football, and it's been an extremely competitive series, split 10 games apiece, although the Orioles have won the last 4. The Orioles have won the last 4 over the Royals. Hamilton Southeastern coming off 3 seasons of finishing 500 or worse, very uncharacteristic for that storied program. They are on their 3rd head coach in 4 years. That's tough for any program.
And now there's a give to McCray. He's got a room, center of the field, goes up across the 15, and it'll bring up 2nd down for the Avon Orioles.
So give McCray credit for 5 there.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd down.
Second down coming up. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Snap, give, straight ahead, and stepping up across the 20. Very close to a first down.
62, Devin Dudley.
Yeah, let's see what kind of spot they give him. Yeah, and they got the first.
Yeah, so nice job. Again, I'm Rob Kendall. He's Lex Zorn. We're bringing you Hendricks County High School football, Avon Orioles football here tonight on Audio Sports Online. The Orioles trail at 5-0. Yes, it's a baseball score out there right now, 5-0.
And it's more exciting than a lot of the baseball that's going on right now, too.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. Snap. And leaning ahead is McCray. Jones that time. And very near the 24-yard line.
So give Jones credit for 3 yards there. Beautiful evening, 72 degrees here in Avon. Perfect evening for football under a mostly clear sky.
And there's a pass caught on the far side of the field.
That was Hall.
Yeah, that was Hall. Enough for a first down.
So they're marking him right at the, marking him right at the 40. It looks like that would be a pickup of 16 yards.
Now now they'll wave it off. Boy, what a change there. That's a big change. Those officials kind of batting back and forth. And ultimately decided.
It's now a big 3rd and 7 for the Orioles. Boy, what a big potential game changer that call is right there. So we'll see if the Orioles convert here with 3:18 to go here in the first quarter. Moved the ball well on their first possession, but came up with no points. Then gave up a safety on their second possession.
Snap, back to pass, steps up, fires. Hessen got a man caught, far side of the field, snakes out of a tackle, drives the shoulder forward, and it's going to be very close to that first down. They got across the 30. That is enough, and it'll be first down and 10 for the Avon Orioles.
Hessen to Hall again.
Boy, Henry Hessen is one great player.
Yeah, he is. Avon, now in the last few years emerged as maybe the top high school quarterback school in the state.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Hessen out of the gun. Snap. Give ahead is to Krishawn McCray. Big hole that time. Barrels the shoulder up near the 40. And it'll bring up a first down and second down and short for the Avon Orioles. They need to get up to the 42.
2:54 to go. McCray gets credit for 9 there. He's starting to heat up. He's gotten close to 200, almost gotten 100 yards twice this season.
And now McCray hit in the backfield and dropped. That's a big loss on second down.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of spot he gets. It'll bring up a 3rd down. Give him a loss of 2 there.
So working out of the gun will be Hessen on a 3rd down, and they gave him nice forward progress that time. Only lost a yard.
Yeah.
And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Avon.
3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. McCray, the running back.
Snap. Play action. Pass. Call. Boy. Tipped up, incomplete. Gall almost picked that ball up off the turf that time. Could not do it. And as a result, Avon will punt it away.
Now, in last year, their punter, Mason Miller, was also the backup quarterback, so that set up a lot of fake opportunities. But I don't think we'll see a fake here. But this will put additional pressure on the Avon defense to keep Hamilton Southeastern from getting a touchdown and making a 2-possession lead here.
Avon slow to get a man on the field, and now they're going to have to spend a timeout. And boy, Mark Bless is not going to like that. So Avon, as great as they played last week, a little bit out of sorts here early on. Harmony of Avon, loving people and sharing hope together. Experience more at harmonyofavon.com. And Bailey Dental, Bailey Family Dental. The team at Bailey Family Dental is always warm and friendly, wanting to take care of all your dental needs from ages 1 to 100. Dr. Bailey and his staff provide excellent dental care without fear or concern. We at Bailey Family Dental would like to wish all the athletic teams good luck.
Well, right now, let's take a look at what the other. Oh, hold on. I'll save that till we got a little more dead space here. But we got 1:40 to go here in the first quarter at Avon, game 3 of the season, second home game, second home game of 4, and Avon has basically moved the ball well, but they've struggled to finish drives. They turned on their first possession, they turned it over. At their own 38, and looks like they are going to punt here.
Some delay on the field. I'm not sure exactly what that's about. Again, my name is Rob Kendall. He's Lex Zorn. We're coming to you live from Avon High School, where the Orioles trail Royals 5-0. Safety for Royals, accounting for the only scoring in the ballgame.
Well, Avon's now Hamilton Southeastern finally returning with 1:51 to go here in the quarter. 7:29 your time of day. A beautiful, beautiful evening. Almost perfect weather for football here at Avon. I think really, really perfect weather for the fans. We don't have a huge crowd, maybe 500 or 600 tonight here on Labor Day weekend. A low snap, but he gets the punt off. It's a high punt and bounces up to 35, but takes an Avon bounce. And now dies finally at the 37. So Hamilton Southeastern will take over in decent field position here. With a touchdown, they will take a 2-possession lead. However, keep in mind, if they get a field goal, it will only be a 1-possession game, as Avon would be able to tie with a touchdown of the 2. So now we'll get another look at the Hamilton Southeastern offense. Their big weapon so far has been running back Blaine Wirtz. Wirtz, like most of the offensive stars for the Royals, is a junior, so should be a great season next year in Michael Kelly's second season. Now fakes the handoff. McCall takes it, but they're right on top of him, and they bring him down right around the line of scrimmage. 134 and counting now.
And by the way, if we know there's hundreds of you watching right now, if you're one of those folks, let us know where you're watching from. At Rob M. Kendall on Twitter. At Rob M. Kendall on Twitter. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll try to get your name on the air.
So now 3 receivers to the left. Wirtz, the running back, and McCall in shotgun. Takes snap. Fakes the handoff, takes it forward. He's got something here, and he's going to be close to the first down. He's up to about the 44 or 45, so it'll be a game of about 7 or 8. It'll be 3rd and short. It's a good fake handoff there. So McCall gets 8 there. That's his longest keeper of the game so far. I have him 4 of 14. 48 seconds to go and counting here in the first quarter. Same formation. Little movement at the line, but no flag. McCall wears number 18. I wonder how much longer that'll be a trend for high school quarterbacks here in Indiana. And now we've got the Royals close to a delay of game penalty. Took here with 25 seconds to go.
Ralph's Muffler and Brake Shop, located next to Lowe's on Dan Jones Road. It's the first come, first serve for your free estimate. Visit Ralph's Muffler and Brake Shop for all your car care needs.
Well, right now let's take a look at what the other Hendricks County teams are up to tonight. Number 2 ranked Brownsburg, coming off last Saturday's thrilling 30-24 overtime win over Cincinnati St. Xavier on ESPN. Tonight gets what should be a very easy victory over the Franklin Central Golden Flashes there on the east side of Indianapolis. In Class 5A, Plainfield coming off one of the most thrilling finishes to a Hendricks County high school football game ever. Last week they beat cross-county rival Tri-West 37-35 on a 50-yard field goal from Harris Nichols at the buzzer for their first win of the season. Tonight, Plainfield hosts Mooresville, the #1 ranked team in Class 4A. The Pioneers having scored 89 points in the first 2 games. In Class 3A, Tri-West should shake off that win with a game tonight against the Frankfurt Hot Dogs, a game at at Liston. And hold that thought until we have a little more time here. So now, same formation again. Hamilton Southeastern seems to like this formation here. So now, handoff there this time to Alexander, and he takes it around the right side. I think he's going to get the first. Depends on where he gets the spot, but yeah, I think he got what he needed.
Yeah, very close to midfield that time, and that is more than enough for Hamilton Southeastern to pick up a first down.
Yes, so, and it looks like they're going to let they don't have to run another play here. 14 seconds to go and counting now that the chains have been reset. Well, now, I think they might just be trying to draw Avon off sides. I don't think they're going to run a play here, but maybe they'll surprise us. 4, 3, 2, 1. And
they did draw them off sides. Wow.
Yeah. Boy. That's so already a few fundamental mistakes here in the first quarter. Hopefully the Orioles will shake it off and come back, and but now they gave 5 free yards to the Royals here, and they set the clock now for 1 second. So we will get at least one more play here in the quarter. A very long quarter, 7:34 already, your time of day. 1st and 5 at the 47, same formation.
Man goes in motion from left to right. Out of the gun, snap, Gibbs, straight ahead, big hole, and that's going to be enough probably for another first down for Hamilton Southeastern at the end of the quarter.
Yeah, they're going to give him credit for about 6 there, so Jace Alexander has now gotten a first down on each of his last two carries. So after 1 quarter of play here at Avon, your score, Hamilton Southeastern 5, the Avon Orioles 0. You're listening to Avon Orioles football on AudioSportsOnline.com.
Mosquito Joe's, we hope you ditch the itch and make outside fun again. 317-350-1131. Go Orioles! And Larkin Collision, supporting Avon Athletics for over 120 years. Steve and Debbie Larkin and their families are proud to be Avon alumni. Everyone at Larkin Collision wishes the Avon Orioles good luck.
Well, it's been, very, very much an interesting game so far. A lot of drama. Avon, overall, despite the 0 points, played fairly well. They just have failed to finish off drives. That's something that's going to have to change, obviously, if they're going to come back and win. But the good news, if they hold Hamilton Southeastern without any points on this drive and then get a touchdown, then we got the lead here. So no need to panic, just need to execute and, practice fundamentals and no mental mistakes, and we should have this one. So now Hamilton Southeastern opening the second quarter on offense, 1st and 10 at the Avon 41. They've been playing a lot of plays with 3 receivers to the left, McCall in shotgun, and 1 running back. Lately it's been Jace Alexander. And he gets it, and he's got, looks like another first down here. Gain of about 11 right up the middle. That is Alexander, yes. So Alexander's last 3 carries all resulted in a first down, 1st and 10 at the 30. And now the shaky rushing defense that plagued us a couple of weeks ago in the Lawrence North game now becoming a concern again.
Snap back to pass. Steps up. Going to be flushed out. Going to run with it. Breaks one time. Oh, boy, what a great open field tackle that time. What an open field tackle by number 21 for Avon, Austin Mayo.
So 11:40 to go here, and that'll bring up second and we got a flag, so that's coming back.
And a staple of Mark Bless teams, Leck, over the years has been great fundamentals, and especially on defense, great tackling. And we saw that right there from Mayo, even though it's not much going to matter with the penalty. But still, what a nice tackle.
Oh, yes, it was. And, even though it won't count, it's good to see that kind of execution. So now a huge break for the Orioles. Now all of a sudden, Hamilton Southeastern 1st and 25 at their own 46. So a great cushion for the Orioles defense. Now they just got to execute.
Snap, stretch play, far side of the field, gets the corner and then hit and drop. Nice job. Boy, was that ball live? Avon said it was a live ball. No signal yet. No signal yet.
I don't think he got it. But that was Blaine Wirtz back in there. He set up that field goal with the 48-yard rush there in the first quarter.
Well, that was a great hit on the far side of the field. Didn't see exactly who that was that made the hit, but it'll bring up a
2nd and 23.
Yeah, so good position right now for Avon. Snap. Back to pass. Fires. Got a man caught in the center of the field. Short gain that time. The reception made by number 84 for the Royals.
Steven Sidner.
Steven Sidner.
Yep, that's right. That was McCall's first completion today.
3rd down coming up. They need to get 13 yards.
Sidner, one of several good junior wide receivers that the Royals have. Tell you, if they have a good quarterback next year to throw to these guys after McCall graduates, then this is going to be a heck of a team.
Out of the gun, snap, back to pass. Has time, steps up, hit, dropped at the 42, but a flag on the play.
So let's see what the flag is. 10:45 to go.
It is a hold on the Royals.
Okay, so Hamilton Southeastern now shooting itself in the foot with 2 holding penalties on this play after they had it 1st and 10 there at the 21. So now all of a sudden, Hamilton Southeastern starting to hurt itself. Let's see if Avon takes advantage now. Royals leading 5-0 here in the second quarter on a field goal and a safety. So now, 4th and 17. Let's see. They are going for it here.
Little screen pass. He's got room to run. Takes it to the far side of the field.
Oh, no.
And it's going to be a first down and then some. Still going all the way down inside the 15. And it looked like Avon got a little caught off guard there, Leck.
Yes, a fake. That's an absolute disaster. 4th and 17. You got to get him off the field. So Martise Taylor there with his first reception of the game comes out a great time. So absolute disaster there for the Orioles. Now let's see if they still keep him off the scoreboard. But yeah, very very big disappointment there.
Snap, quarterback keeper drives ahead, center of the field, inside the 5. And boy, Hamilton Southeastern taking full advantage right now, Leck, of that big 3rd down or 4th down conversion.
Yeah. So and if Hamilton Southeastern goes on to win this game, that's going to be one of maybe the pivotal play, along with the 48-yard rush by Wirtz. So now 9-yard keeper there by McCall too. 5 for 23 on the ground for the Hamilton Southeastern quarterback now.
2nd and 1. They can pick up a first down. Avon needs a play here on defense. Snap, quarterback keeper drives ahead, and he's inside the 3, down around the 1-yard line.
McCall, very good size at 6'4", 220. So, when he thrusts his body forward, he's a powerful force as he picks up another 3 there. 6 for 26 on the ground for McCall now. 6 for 57 for Wirtz, 4 for 21 for Alexander.
Drives ahead, no signal yet, and there it is. It's a touchdown for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. So Hamilton Southeastern strikes again. It's 11-0 with 9:15 left to play in the first half.
So now you got to start to get concerned because it's the first time all game we've been down. We've been down by 2 possessions. And now we'll see how we respond to it. We've got to come out with the eye of the tiger on this drive and really just make something happen and finish off the drive this time.
And now whistle.
So Girolis hit a 23-yard field goal in the first quarter to open the scoring. Now let's see how he does. I guess are they going to go for the 2?
Yeah, they're down. They're up 11, so a 2-point conversion would make it a 13-point lead.
Yeah.
Snap, back to pass. Throws, got a man open. It's caught. He's hit. Moved back. No good. Great play on the far side of the field. I believe, as it comes off, I'll see a number here clearly. Number 19, Jake Leeper, making the big hit for Avon.
Yeah, he did a great job getting into position and stopping him probably within a foot of the goal line. So hopefully the Orioles will ride that momentum, into this next drive. And, going back a couple of weeks ago to that opener up at Lawrence North, we got down by 14 in the first quarter and had to play catch-up the rest of the way, and which is really hard to do against a team that has such an awesome rushing offense, as does Hamilton Southeastern, as does Lawrence North, excuse me. So now Lawrence North does not have the rushing offense. I'm sorry, Hamilton Southeastern doesn't have the rushing offense that Lawrence North does. But we got to make sure that we make this a one-possession game on this possession. And even a field goal would do that, following the missed conversion here. The main thing is just finish off a drive. That's something we haven't done all game. Scored 88 points the first two games. So hopefully hopefully we'll remember that and not let our confidence get shaken here. 7:43, your time of day now.
And now the field mostly in shadow, other than the end zones, which makes it a little easier for us to get these numbers to you and for you to see them on your video screen.
Yep. Of course, by the end of the season, it'll be sundown by the time the game starts.
Yep, and just we'll get you a couple reminders here after this kickoff. It'll be taken at the 1. And a big hole across the 20, up near the 25.
Well, one thing I've learned over my 9 years of high school football commentary, you lose about 10 minutes of daylight a week.
A couple of reminders. One, if you come to an Avon home football game this year, if you're one of the lucky people who are like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory, you get the golden ticket. They ask you to please remember to bring your mask and wear your mask at the home football games. And two, we will just be broadcasting home football games this year. So, at least as far as I know, we are off for a couple weeks.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But right now, back to action here. Handoff there to Jones, and he takes it up there for about 2. Jaden Jones' third carry of the game. They give him credit for 2. 8:50 to go and counting. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jones, the running back. Hessen has only completed 4 of 9 passes. We need a big game from him.
Fires a bullet, caught, middle of the field. That's a first down for Avon.
That's the kind of play we need.
Hall with the reception, and a first down for Avon. Hessen to Hall.
So that's going to be a pickup of 11 there. So that's a very, very good momentum-building play for the Orioles. As Hall gets his 4th reception of the game, he's 4 for 48 now.
Snap back to pass. Has time, now rolls right side. Rolling, throwing on the run, got a man caught. And a first down to number 13, Stovall. That's enough for an Avon first down.
So now at 21 there, 21 yards there on the reception by Stovall. So now we're starting to get some momentum here.
Yeah, Avon really moving forward.
Hopefully getting that confidence back. It's 1st and 10 at the 39. Now we got some movement.
Yeah, let's see who that's on, whether it's Avon or Southeastern. Both sides are moving. I think they're going to call that on Avon.
And I saw actually a few of the Royals were clapping, so I guess they knew it. So. First and 15 at the 44. Nevertheless, we do have first down in Royal territory.
Snap, back to pass. Going deep, down the field, and it is incomplete.
He had all the time in the world too. So I'm not even sure who he was throwing to there. So 2nd and 15. You got to get something on this play. We don't want to go into a 3rd and 15. So now 2 receivers to each side. 1 running back. Hessen in shotgun.
Snap back to pass. Steps up. Fires.
Oh, intercepted.
Intercepted. Center of the field, and Avon will turn it over to Hamilton Southeastern.
Yeah, those tips are so dangerous. And, just when we were starting to get our momentum, too. So now pressure really cranked up on the defense. And if Hamilton Southeastern gets a touchdown here, they got a 3-possession lead. And, we're in a deep hole. Because while Hamilton Southeastern is not a great offensive team, they're a very competent offensive team. And we have not contained their rushing very well tonight.
Yeah, so Avon down 2 scores at 11-0. 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Southeastern with the ball.
We got to get a stop here.
Snap, stretch play, far side of the field, and flag flies in late. Number 80,
Martise Taylor,
running back that time.
Well, we do have a flag, so let's see what he took it in. Took it over about 9 yards. He was real close to the first down, but let's see if it counts. Okay, good. It's coming back. So good break. So all of a sudden, Hamilton Southeastern, that's 3 holding penalties on the last 2 drives, and that's really keeping Avon from being in a really tough spot.
Yeah, long way still to go in this one.
Yeah, 7:52 second quarter. Hamilton Southeastern 11, Avon 0.
Snap, give, straight ahead.
It's Wirtz there. He got back a lot of the yards that they lost on the penalty.
And I'm Rob Kendall. He's Lex Zorn, coming to you live tonight from Avon High School, where the Avon Orioles trail the Hamilton Southeastern Royals by a score of 11-0. 7:30 and counting left to go in the first half. Quarterback keeper drives ahead, going to be short of the first down. We'll bring up 3rd and short. And don't forget, if you are watching tonight, want to let us know, we'll try to get your name read on the air. Do that here in a little bit, at Rob M. Kendall on Twitter.
So 8 for 30 so far on the ground by McCall, including that touchdown on the quarterback sneak. 7:04 to go second quarter. Crucial defensive stand here for Avon.
And more movement up front, and they're going to get Avon again.
And that'll be an automatic first down.
And I am looking at Mark Bless there on the sidelines, and he is not pleased.
Mark Bless, living legend, 31st year as a head coach here in Indiana. But would you believe he's 25 years on the job longer than the dean of Indiana high school coaches?
Who is that?
Bud Wright Larry Wright up at
Sheridan.
Yeah, he's in his 56th year now.
Wow. Of course, he's been doing it so long. His son is a very famous high school football coach.
Well, I know that Kent Wright, his son, coached at Lebanon for quite a few years, and was fairly successful there. I think he has another son in coaching too. I don't remember where though. 2nd and 6 now for the Royals, and now fake the handoff and incomplete there. So they'll bring up 3rd and 6 now. Yeah, it looks like he was a little bit underthrown there. Only the 4th pass of the game for McCall. McCall not a flashy player at all, but he moves pretty well for a big guy, and I think at this size, it should make him attractive to college scouts. 6'4", 220. Certainly that size makes him useful for quarterback sneaks.
Working out of the gun, 3rd down and 6. Ball just inside midfield. Snap, back to pass. Short pass. It is caught. It's a first down across the 40, and first down and 10 for the Royals.
That's a gain of about 12 there by Wirtz with his first reception of the game. Well, even if we lose this one, we still have six more weeks to tune up for the playoffs. But certainly, there's a lot of concern right now.
Huge hole. He's off to the races. Taken down inside the 15. And somebody lost their helmet on the far side of the field.
Good fake to Wirtz, and then he takes it in about 25 yards.
Yeah, right now, Hamilton Southeastern just winning that battle at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, they are.
And as a result, the Orioles now will have their backs up against the wall once again inside the 15. Snap, quarterback keeper takes it to the right side, lowers the shoulder, and he picks up again about 4 yards on the play.
10 carries in this game for McCall. They give him credit for 4 on that one. It's 10 for 60 and a touchdown, long of 26. So second and 10 at the 10 for the Royals here. They line up with now 3 receivers to the left. And Wirtz is the running back. McCall in shotgun.
He is working out of the gun, as you said, Leck. One man to his left. Snap, stretch play, right side. He lowers the shoulder. Host of Orioles meet him. And he picked up about 3 more, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3 for Hamilton Southeastern. A big defensive stand needed right here by Avon.
And keep in mind, Hamilton Southeastern gets the ball first to start the second half. So it's even more critical that we keep the Royals from getting any points on this drive, especially not a touchdown. A field goal, at least it's, if that would make it 14-0, it's 2 touchdowns, but a touchdown and we're in deep trouble. 3rd and 4 at the 8 now.
3 receivers wide to the left. 1 man in the backfield. Man goes in motion from left to right. Offset, man in the backfield. Quarterback rollout, left side rolling. Throws it up, and it is going to be...
Did he get it? I think Taylor got it for the touchdown.
Touchdown for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. So Avon had an opportunity that time to get off the field on defense and couldn't do it. And now they find themselves down by 17 points, 17-0. 4:09 left to go in the first half.
So a lot of tension here. A lot of tension here for the on the Avon side of the field. And now this makes this ensuing drive. And here we get the extra point attempt. It is up, and it is good there to make it 18-0. But now, Rob, I'll tell you, this drive, 4:09 to go in the second quarter, this drive is very important for Avon to get some points because Hamilton Southeastern gets the ball first to start the second half, and we have not done a very good job containing them all night.
Yeah, 4:09 left to go in the first half. And Avon, man, they've had some nice drives, Leck. They just haven't been able to convert either through a turnover or a penalty. So they have moved the football. But unfortunately for Avon, a team that put up 50-plus on Ben Davis last week, really struggling to score points so far here in Week 3.
Yeah, and, that leaves you to wonder, is Ben Davis really that bad this year? It's Ben Davis, but maybe this is just an unusually bad year for the Giants.
Well, obviously, the Avon scored points Week 1, too, against a very good Lawrence North team.
Yeah.
So they have proven they can score. That's not a question.
Oh, yeah, no question about that. But it just, I just wonder if maybe the win against Ben Davis wasn't as great as it seemed, if maybe this is an unusually bad Ben Davis team. But, yeah, no question. Henry Hessen's a great quarterback. He's just been a little bit off tonight. And he could come on. I've seen him struggle in the first half and then play like, an all-world quarterback in the second half. And, that still could happen. But we got to get something going here.
It'll be taken in the end zone.
18-0 your score. Hamilton Southeastern over Avon. The Orioles 4:09 to go here in the second quarter. Got to get something going here. Remember, Hamilton Southeastern gets the ball first to start the second half. But yeah, Hessen has been awesome, both games tonight. 6 for 13, 93 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Not bad, but certainly, they're going to need a stellar performance from from him the rest of the way if they're going to have a chance to get back in this one. And it can be done.
And
Okay,
big
so
gain
screen
that
pass.
time. Gall around the corner.
So it's good. He caught it up line of scrimmage and then got close to a first down there. To give him credit for 9 there. So that does put Hessen over the 100-yard mark. And gives Gall his first reception of the game.
And now Hessen breaks out, throws, got a man caught, far side of the field. That will be enough for a first down.
So 2 in a row to Gall. This one's going to be for about 5 yards. So Gall, his first 2 receptions of the game are now on his last 2 plays. And now handoff there, but and he broke through, and we got a fumble.
Yeah, it was Krishan McCray. Nice gain, but a fumble, as you said, Leck. No signal yet. Hamilton Southeastern says they have it. We'll wait for the official call. Bodies unpile. Southeastern ball.
And that's a potential disaster there. And, Rob, it's really the story of this game. Every time Avon starts to get something going, something, falls apart, like the last possession, 2 consecutive first downs on passes. Then on the next series of downs, Hessen throws the ball. It's tipped, caught for the interception.
So just one bad news after a piece of bad news after another for Avon.
And it's not one person. I mean, this is a team loss. I mean, it's just
it's not a loss yet. We've got plenty of time.
Yeah. I mean, let me rephrase that. It's a team problem. It's not just one player.
Back to pass. Has time. Going deep. That's a underthrown ball. Unfortunately for Avon, it was on the far side of the field where no one was. It'll fall harmlessly incomplete and brings up second down.
So, but, I give Hamilton Southeastern all the credit in the world, though, because they're playing with a lot of confidence. They're playing like they want to go in for the kill. Avon still could come out to win this game, but, I like the spirit with which Hamilton Southeastern is playing right now. Because, this is a program, granted they play in the second toughest conference in the state, but this is a program that's coming off 3 seasons of 500 or worse. So, they're
stretch play, a little end around. And evades one tackle, evades another, stays on his feet. Avon missed a couple tackles that time, and it's going to result in a first down for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals.
So Martise Taylor, the team's leading receiver, now with a good rush there for the first down. 3:26 to go here in the second quarter.
So again, your score, 18-0. Royals with the lead and the ball here as we are winding down in the first half. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Royals in white, moving from right to left. Orioles in black on defense. Big hole up the middle, and again, a gain of about 5 yards.
So Wirtz now with his 10th carry of the game.
Just not used to seeing Avon get pushed around like this up front. They usually are the ones doing the pushing, like.
Yeah, and, obviously they've got to, they're going to have to make a lot of adjustments at the half. Hopefully they will. Still plenty of time left in this game. 7-6 now for the Royals at the Avon 24. 2:42 to go and counting in the first half.
And certainly one of the staples of Mark Bless teams over the years is they can score points in bunches. So if they can just stop them, pass down the middle, it is incomplete. Over or outside the intended receiver, number 13, Wofford.
So 3rd and 6 now.
And, boy, this is a big play, because if you get off the field and then maybe even get lucky and get a missed field goal, if they do to try that, you're just right there in it. And if you can get some points, then you can get back in this thing.
Yeah, and we still got 2 timeouts, so if we get the ball back now, I mean, we can, we got time to do something with it.
Out of the gun, snap, fakes the pitch, keeps it, drives ahead. He's going to be very close to that first down. It's going to depend on the spot. And again, man, just all night, Southeastern has been able to run that ball, and they've really been able to run it at the tackles very successfully.
Yeah, and McCall, when I was looking at his statistics, I was only moderately impressed, but he's having a really big game tonight. He's not he's not the most talented quarterback I've ever commentated, but he's a really tough competitor.
Out of the gun. Snap. Give straight ahead. Huge hole inside the 10. Nearly a touchdown. A shoestring tackle took down number 20, Wirtz, for Southeastern. First and goal coming up for HSE. And, man, Avon just keeps getting pushed around.
Well, here, listen to these rushing stats for Hamilton Southeastern. Blaine Wirtz, 11 rushes, 86 yards. John McCall, 11 rushes, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
So here we go, out of the gun.
First and goal at the 5, 1:45 to go and counting.
Snap, gives straight ahead. Boy, he ran into a force that time and knocked straight back. And I think that was number 40 for Avon. Now they're going to say Clayton Peters on the tackle, 39.
And
so
Wirtz got up. He was slow to get up. He looked like he was a little shaky there. And Jace Alexander, who's 4 for 21 tonight, now coming in as the running back.
Lost his helmet on the play.
So they stopped him for no gain. So that is very good for the defense.
Working out of the gun. Clock continues to wind as we near 1 minute. There's the give, off left tackle, nice open field. He stayed on his feet, and he dives the pylon and got it.
So Jace Alexander dives, stretches his arms out, and now they're an extra point away from making it a 4-possession lead, and they get the ball first to start the second half. So things now looking not hopeless, but certainly bleak for the Orioles. We've got to get something going here.
Yeah, and bad news for Avon that time as they took off several minutes of clock. And again, a nice open field initial hit there. I believe it was by a member of the Avon secondary, but just bouncing off that and then being able to put it in for the score. Where the Royals kick is up, kick is good. And with 59 seconds to go, 25-0, Avon trails HSE.
Well, I'll tell you, it's the thing is, you got to remember that, we've committed 3 turnovers tonight and 2 in Hamilton Southeastern territory. And you do that against even an average team, and your chance to win goes way down. So if you take away the turnovers tonight, the turnover on downs, which does count as a turnover, then the pass by Hessen that was tipped for the interception, and then finally the fumble by McCray, this could be a much different game. We might not be in the lead, but we would at least be in striking distance. So, this is, as we saw last week, Avon did some awesome things. They gave, a near-perfect performance last week. He had a few too many penalties in the first half, 1 interception, but other than that, it was an extraordinary performance, destroying Ben Davis, the 9-time state champions. Tonight, I think that we just run into a team that it's rattled us a little. We've had the 3 turnovers, and I think if we can just avoid, turnovers, learn from this tonight, even if we don't win the game, and really limit turnovers the rest of the year, and protect the ball and finish drives, this still, is a team that I think can go a very long way. Of course, we are, one obstacle is we are in the same sectional with the Brownsburg, the number 2 team in the state, but hold that thought here. Deep kick, and I think it's going to go in for the touchback, and it does. So, outstanding leg there. I believe that was Elijah Silbick there for the I almost said Giants, the Royals. So 59 seconds to go. Avon trying to salvage something out of this first half. They trail Hamilton Southeastern 25-0. We do have 2 timeouts. So, with 59 seconds and 2 timeouts, we can drive 80 yards.
Avon in black. They've got the ball down 25-0. Yeah, that's a very rare score. We've said it many times with Avon with a lead of 25-0.
Yeah.
Over these years, we broadcast games 15 plus. Now Hessen rolling right side, rolling. Steps up, avoids the tackle, stays on his feet, and leans ahead and did get out of bounds. So a gain of about 5 yards that time. But where they're at on the field, they're going to need to get more than that.
This Hessen's first keeper of the game goes for 5 yards. And somebody just said something about the lights, and yeah, I just noticed the lights are still okay. They're coming on now. Okay, good. I was afraid that they were out or something, that thrown a fuse.
Well, that would make sense this year, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So they are coming on now, thankfully. We'll see if they fix the middle lights, because the middle batch of lights was out last week, which limited our visibility there.
Working out of the gun. Snap. Quarterback keeper. It's a wildcat type formation, and that didn't really fool anybody that time. I think they were just trying to get the first down. 13 that time. Stovall, the ball carrier.
Yeah, it was a direct snap to Stovall, short of the first down, and the clock still keeps ticking with 31 seconds to go now.
Well, I think their goal is don't give Southeastern the ball back with any amount of time left on the clock. But obviously, when you need points, that's a...
Yeah, I was hoping we'd at least throw downfield once or something, but 18 seconds to go. Let's see here.
Snap back to pass. Steps up. Has time. Fires down the middle of the field. It's caught. What a great catch. Right up there near midfield. Stovall with the reception, and now Avon will burn a timeout. They had 2 left, so now 1 left. Well, it'd be interesting, all the previous years, we've always had the Mark Bless show. We don't have that this year due to some of the changes in broadcasting, but it'd be interesting to talk to Coach on Monday and get his thoughts on that first half of how much he thought was self-inflicted with some of the holding penalties and offsides, and et cetera, and how much was they just played better football.
A couple of years there when I saw Hamilton Southeastern, and I felt like the kids had lost a lot of their confidence. I mean, they went through some years where their offense especially was sputtering, where they were not even getting 15, 20 points a game most weeks. So for them to drop 25 on a top 10 team here in the first half, that's got to be a big confidence boost for them.
All right, so Avon still has 1 timeout left, so they can get this ball down. They got at the 42. If they can get it to the 40 or so, they got a pretty decent chance of at least being able to get this ball to the end zone at the end of the half. So, again, having that 1 timeout left still helps. Let's see what they can do here. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 1 man in the backfield is McCray. Snap, back to pass. Steps up. Hessen has all sorts of time. Looking. Oh, he's going to give it the old heave-ho down the field. It's up. It's caught. What a catch by Stovall. He's into the end zone.
Yes.
What a catch.
Oh, my God.
I believe, was that 85? Was it Remington Gall?
That was Gall. Yeah.
What a catch by Remington Gall.
That's the kind of play we needed. Yes.
And what a break for Avon. Couldn't have come at a better time, as Avon now down only by 19 at 25-6 at the final play of the first half. Snap, spot, kick is up. It is down the middle. It is good. And Avon with a huge play to end the first half. A little bit of life. Now down by just a score of 25-7. Let's thank some of the sponsors who made Avon football possible. These broadcasts this week, last week. Andy War Automotive is the state's largest and proud to be the exclusive automotive sponsor of Avon Community Schools. Avon Orthodontics, it is the happening place to be. Everyone at Avon Orthodontics wishes the Orioles good luck. And BSN Sports is a proud sponsor and official provider of uniforms, apparel, spirit wear, and equipment for Avon Athletics. And Chick-fil-A of Avon, celebrate with chicken. Visit Chick-fil-A Avon for the post-game celebration. And do you have an upcoming corporate event or outing? Reach out to us at lmspiritgear.com and we can help. Avon Oral Surgery has been providing excellent oral surgery care to the Avon community since 1981. And the Beacon Sign Company for all your signage needs. Number 1, hungry? How about BJ's Restaurant Avon? Come visit us after the game for pizza and Pazookies. Proud sponsor of Avon Athletics. Go Orioles. Leck, that was a nice ending to the first half.
Yeah, and boy, did we need it. Now the question is, how much will that carry over into the into the second half? Hopefully, it will. Basically, you look back at the first half. Um, it could have been a disaster for Avon. There were, there were a few different things that went wrong. There was the turnover on downs on the first possession, fueled by a penalty. Then there was the interception, then the lost fumble. Also, earlier in the game, there had been the bad snap on the what was going to be the punt that ended up going out of bounds for the safety. So, if we can just get rid of the mistakes, get rid of the penalties in the second half, I don't count us out, especially if we come out maybe with an onside kick. Sounds like a good idea. But yeah, we'll see. Right now, we've got the Avon Marching Orioles for you.
Yeah, and so we've widened our camera out for those of you watching. Obviously, can see, and we will pause while they play and crank our microphone up here, and I'll stick that bad boy out the window, and we'll let you listen to the Avon Marching Band here at the halftime. Again, if you're just tuning in, 25-7 our score. Avon on the low side of that score. That's the bad news. But the good news is, what a play. Henry Hessen getting it all the way down to Remington Gall on the final play of the first half. Huge, big play for Avon to give them some momentum as we are now getting ready to hear from the Avon Marching Band at halftime.
Yes, indeed.
Leck, you were in the band, weren't you?
Yes, I was in the band at Madison. I wasn't good enough to play sports, but I was good enough to play music. So, yeah, I did. And I was in, for the last 3 years of high school, I was in the competitive marching band. That was fun.
You went to Madison, right?
Yep, home of the Cubs. Yep, that's right. In fact, we were in the same conference, in the Hoosier Hills Conference, with the Seymour Owls, which is the team that Hamilton Southeastern coach Michael Kelly coached the last 3 years.
All right, well, we'll pause and bring you the Avon Marching Orioles. And as we do that, as the Avon Band continues to play, we'll tell you about Fry Electric. Please remember to call Fry Electric for all your electrical needs. Harmony of Avon is a proud sponsor of Avon Athletics. The team at Bailey Family Dental is always warm and friendly, wanting to take care of all your dental needs from ages 1 to 100. Dr. Bailey and his staff provide excellent dental care without fear or concern. We at Bailey Family Dental would like to wish all the athletic teams good luck. Head to Ralph's Muffler and Brake Shop, located next to Lowe's on Dan Jones Road. It's first come, first serve for your free estimate. Visit Ralph's Muffler and Brake Shop for all your car care needs. And Mosquito Joe's. We help you ditch the itch and make outside fun again. 317-350-1131. Go Orioles. And the team at Larkin Collision Center is always ready to serve any of your automotive repair needs. They would like to wish all the Avon athletic teams good luck this year. And I'm Rob Kendall along with Lex Zorn. Coming to you live tonight from Avon High School. If you're just tuning into our feed, Avon Band out there on the field. Where it is a 25-7 affair. Avon trailing in the ball game. Again, I'm Rob Kendall along with Lex Zorn. And Lex, I'll tell you what, big applause there for the Avon Band.
Yeah, definitely. And, yeah, I remember you saying last week that some, if not all, of their competitions have been called off this year, so I'm glad at least they are able to perform. And like I said, I was in competitive marching band, when I was in high school, and I had a lot of great memories about it. It was a lot of fun. And I haven't checked to see how the Madison band has done over the years. I know Madison, when I attended there, they had somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000 students. I know Avon's just under 3,000 last I checked. And I know that when we went to our competitions, I was always really awestruck by bands that are this size. I think we had 70 members, and I always enjoyed seeing bands that had 150, 200 members like Avon does. So, yeah, it was a it's a great experience for these kids. And, marching bands are part of the charm of high school football as well as college football. So.
Well, we talked about it at length this year, Luck, and you know this. I mean, one of the great sadness of this year is all these different things that people will not be able to participate in.
Yeah.
And or at least by participating in, I mean see in person. And Avon Marching Band, one of those things, certainly.
Yeah, so it's great that they get to perform in front of an audience here. And I just, looked outside, and it looks like a few more fans have filed in. And I think, we have probably as many, maybe a little more fans than we did last week. Certainly we have great weather. I thought that with, an opponent that's further away and being a holiday weekend, that attendance might get a little lower tonight. But, it looks like it's pretty close to what we had last week. I know you estimated about 750, so I think we probably have pretty close to that right now. And so hopefully, we'll continue to get good crowds the rest of the year. And hopefully next year we'll get back to normal crowds. But nevertheless, it's great that so many people are, all things considered, are joining us here in person, and that, so many more are joining us online. And we're Rob and I are greatly honored to be bringing the game to all of to those people who are not here tonight. And the next couple of weeks, we will not have these broadcasts. Next week, Avon will be out at Brownsburg, the number 2 team in the state right now. A huge game. Certainly it'll be a game that Avon will be really psyched for, wanting to avenge that very painful loss to Brownsburg in the first round of the playoffs last year at Brownsburg. And then 2 weeks from tonight, Avon will be out on the east side of Indianapolis to play Franklin Central, which should be an easy win. And then finally, 3 weeks from tonight, Rob and I will be back here on the air bringing you Avon's next home game, which will be against the Fishers Tigers, 2010 state champions. So looking forward to that one. Fishers, quietly become very, in only their 15th year of play, already become one of the marquee programs here in Indiana, already with the state championship. Of course, it's very sentimental for Hamilton Southeastern because Fishers was carved out of the Hamilton Southeastern District because Hamilton Southeastern was growing so much. You know, Hamilton Southeastern, it's hard to believe, but in 1981, they actually won the Class 1A state championship in football. Yes, it's hard to believe, I'm sure, that Hamilton Southeastern was ever a 1A school, let alone just 39 years ago. But they were, and that year they beat Woodland 7-6 to win the Class 1A state championship. And I'm not even sure that Woodland still exists, or if they do, if they even have a football program. They probably consolidated into another school. But anyway, that game, by the way, the state championship game, was actually played at Lawrence Central. It was a few years before they had the Hoosier Dome. And 2 years earlier, by the way, Hamilton Southeastern had also been in the Class 1A state championship. They lost 44-14 to Tippecanoe Valley. And then later, when they rose up into higher classes, they lost the Class 4A state championship game to Griffith in 1997 by a score of 49-7. And finally, in 2005, they lost the Class 5A state championship game to Warren Central 55-20, back when it was a 5-class system. But right now, let's take a look at what the other Hendricks County teams are up to tonight. They're all in action. Like I started to say earlier, number 2 ranked Brownsburg, 2-0, coming off last Saturday's thrilling win in overtime on ESPN over Cincinnati St. Xavier, 30-24. Tonight, the Bulldogs go on the road for what should be an easy win at Franklin Central on the east side of Indianapolis, where Avon will be in 2 weeks. Class 5A, Plainfield last week beat Tri-West 37-35 on a 50-yard field goal by Harris Nichols at the buzzer. Tonight, Plainfield returns home to play the number 1 team in Class 4A, the Mooresville Pioneers. Meanwhile, Class 3A Tri-West tries to shake off that loss. Should get an easy win tonight as they host the Frankfort Hot Dogs, who last week broke a 22-game winning streak by beating Class 1A team Clinton Prairie 53-12. Danville, a very sad story. For the second week in a row, it looks like the Warriors will not play a game even while they are ranked number 4 in Class 3A. Danville canceled last week's game against Mooresville because of several players in quarantine. Well, tonight, Danville's scheduled opponent, Lebanon, canceled because they have several players in quarantine. And just last night, new Danville head coach Jamie Comer actually tweeted that the Warriors were looking for an opponent either for tonight or tomorrow. Hopefully they will get one. As of a couple of hours ago, it looked like they still had not, although there were about 20 teams that looked like that had vacancies for tonight, so hopefully they found one. And finally, in Class 2A, Cascade off to a very rough start, having lost about 12 or 13 three-year starters and undergone a head coaching change. Tonight, the Cadets, after losing last week 46-0 to Beech Grove, try to get on track, but it won't be easy because they placed the number 19 ranked team in Class 2A, the 2-time state champion Cecina Crusaders.
So the Orioles are back out on the field, and again, what a momentum boost on that final play of the first half, Leck. That long pass from Henry Hessen to Remington Gall for the touchdown made it 25-7. And again, I'm sure Mark Bless had some rather stern words for his team at halftime. And it's not that they're losing; it's that it seems like a lot of the damage done to Avon was self-inflicted through the penalties. The holding penalties and the offsides or false start penalties, and I'm sure that's something that Coach Bless, who throughout his entire amazing coaching career has always had very disciplined football teams.
Yeah, they have, and you take away about 3 plays in this game, and it could be neck or maybe Hamilton Southeastern leading by 1. Now, Hamilton Southeastern did come out with a very effective game plan, and they've executed very well. Very few mistakes by the Royals tonight. But, you know, if we don't commit that penalty and we finish off that first drive where it looked like we were going to score the touchdown, ended up with no points. If we don't have the bad snap when we're in punt formation that results in the safety, if we don't have the interception, if we don't have the fumble, you know, you take away those 4 plays, you know, we're neck and neck right now, I think.
Yeah, and again, the hallmark of Mark Bless teams throughout his time at Avon has been the ability to score points in bunches, and we hope certainly from an Avon perspective that those bunches carry over into the second half. And sometimes, like minute 48, by the way, still left up there on the clock. It takes a play like that where the whole game's kind of going against you, and then you get that one big break and you say, all right, let's roll.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's a huge momentum-building play, and, even if we don't come back to win, it's still a big play, sending these kids into a monumental game next week against the number 2 team in the state and our biggest arch rival, Brownsburg. So definitely it was important, and now what we got to come out, I wouldn't be surprised if we went for an onside kick to start off here. But if we do kick deep, what we've got to be thinking, preferably, if not a turnover, a 3-and-out, and certainly not giving up any points. If we get the ball and get a touchdown and make it a 2-possession game, then I think we got a fighting chance. So we got to start strong. We finished strong in the first half. Now we got to start strong. We finished strong in the first half. Now we got to start strong in the second half. So
officials out there on the field, Avon out there on the field, HSE out there on the field. So basically all we're waiting for is a kickoff of the second half. And again, a very important defensive stand for the Orioles to begin the second half, as they are going to, they're down 18 points. Yeah, they got that touchdown, but they're down 18 points, and that's still 3 scores. So we'll see if Avon can get back in this ball game, but they really need to get that ball back quick and make a statement.
And here's an interesting statistic, by the way. So far in this game, Hamilton Southeastern has rushed 29 times. They've passed only 8. That's almost a 4-to-1 rush-pass ratio. So, basically teams that do that, they kill the clock pretty quickly. So that's why we've got to make sure that they don't sustain any long drives. Because, one of our keys to coming back is making sure we really limit the time that Hamilton Southeastern has possession.
All right, so again, we welcome those of you tuning in tonight here on AudioSportsOnline.com. I'm Rob Kendall. He's Lex Zorn, coming to you from Avon High School. A socially distanced, limited capacity Avon High School. And by the way, Avon High School does remind you that if you are coming to a home football game this year, if you are one of the people that wins the lucky golden ticket and you can get in, that you please bring your mask and wear it throughout the course of the contest. A direct message from the Avon Athletic Department and Avon Community Schools. And speaking of Avon Athletic Department, want to, as always, thank Brad Holsinger, the athletic director here at Avon High School, as well as Lance Larkey for their usual phenomenal job. Worked very hard with us to get these broadcasts on the air this year for you.
All right, second half kickoff. The kick kicks it deep, no onside kick. Fielded it about the 2, brought up to the 5, the 10, 15, and he's they met him, and he's knocked out of bounds right around the 20.
Yeah, so as you said, we said, big start to the second half. Let's see what Avon can do.
Yes, indeed. 11:56 to go. They got some momentum on that last play. And keep in mind, by the way, Henry Hessen, he did get off to a shaky start, but he's 10 for 17, 179 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So still very good statistics.
He's a phenomenal player.
Yeah. And he's on pace to get 358 yards here, so, Just go ahead. Yeah.
All right, working out of the gun. Here come the Royals back onto the field. Now I'm thinking we're going to get a big performance here at Avon in the second half. Let's see what happens. Quarterback keeper on the first play. And it's a big run around the end. Room to run. Flag flies late near the initial line of scrimmage. That's a big gain, but I think this one's coming back.
Hope so, because it's a 43-yard keeper by McCall otherwise. In the first half, McCall rushed very well. 11 for 66 and a touchdown, a long of 26. But it is coming back, thankfully.
Yeah, it was a hold against the Royals, and so I'm glad that was a hold, because that would have looked real bad, saying we're going to get a big defensive stand, and then that big play.
Yes.
But as it stands right now, I'm still looking good. Still looking good.
All right, so a good break to start off. So 11:45 to go here, and now it's let's see, so that'll make it 1st and 13. So we got our defense has got a little padding, so let's take advantage of it now.
Yeah, working out of the gun once again. First and long, well, 1st and 13. So not that long, but it's better than a 43-yard gain.
Yes.
Snap, give, straight ahead. And Avon that time having none of it, pushes him back. Might have lost a yard or two on the play. Second and long coming up for Hamilton Southeastern.
So good start to the drive.
And as we said, Leck, obviously this is a long football game and a lot of time left in a long football game, but this is a big set here for the Orioles.
So now, second and 15. You know, one of the biggest. Well, hold that thought. Yeah, we second and 15. We got to take advantage of this. We got to get them off the field.
Out of the shotgun formation. Snap, pitch.
All right, we're on top of them. All right.
And another nice defensive play by Avon that time. Going to bring up a third down and long coming up for the Royals. And this has been where the Royals have been so effective all game long. Let's see if Avon can figure it out and get them off the field.
So now 2 consecutive plays. Wirtz has been stuffed for -2 yards combined. So third and 15. No excuse for them getting a conversion here.
1 man in the backfield. 3 men going wide to the left side of the field.
They converted a 4th and 17 in the first half that was lethal. So now we've got to make sure that we get them off the field here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And they might have gotten it off at the last second.
Short pass caught up near the 25, and they'll push him back, so that's not going to be anywhere near a first down.
So that was Wofford with his first reception. Complete, but it's going to be far short of the first down. Gain of 8 there. I can't imagine they'd go for a fake here. But nevertheless, assuming they punt, it will be that 3 and out that I talked about, so that's good.
There's the punt. It's a good punt. It'll go out of bounds. It's going to depend on where it went out of bounds, I guess, before I say it's a good punt.
So Avon will take over. 9:26 to go in the third quarter in good field position. So if we get a quick score here, a quick touchdown, we're within 2 possessions with probably, roughly a quarter and a half to play, and we're in good shape. Well, not good shape, but certainly in decent shape, certainly in striking distance. Take over at our own 46. Starting to get some momentum going here. Empty backfield, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Hessen in shotgun, 179 yards and a touchdown in the first half, including that Hail Mary for the touchdown on the last play.
And he's going down the middle of the field. Got a man caught wide open inside the 30, inside the 20, and it's a first down for Avon.
Carmelo Mitchell, his first catch of the game, comes at a great time, picks up 34 yards, puts Hessen over the 200-yard mark. So 1st and 10 at the 20 now. Things are happening.
Working out of the gun. Snap, back to pass. Hessen has time. Rolling left side. Steps up. Now rolls right. Avoids his tackler. He's got room to run. He's inside the 20. Stays on his feet.
Got the first down. So about 13 by Hessen there.
And we apologize based on where our camera is. We're blocked out of the, what would that be? That'd be the northwest corner of the end zone due to the wall. So we'll tell you what happened. Don't worry. You won't miss a thing. And into your camera there, into your screen, that is the wall here at the press box.
So Hessen 14 yards there. 1st and goal at the 6 for the Orioles.
Give it to McCray. No, pass. Caught. Touchdown. You can see that one right there in your screen, and that's a touchdown. And who was that? Let's see. Try to see.
I think it was Gall, wasn't it?
If it was Gall, it's his second touchdown of the ball game.
Yeah, Gall, yeah.
Okay. So there you go. Avon in business. 8:44 left to play in the third quarter, and it's now 25-13.
So all of a sudden, we got the momentum. Now, the interesting thing will be interesting to see is how, and now the extra point is up and good. That's Holmer again. Now the big question is, we got over 20 minutes to make up 11 points. That's, 2 touchdowns or a touchdown, a 2 and a field goal. So things are looking a lot better now. The question that I have now is Hamilton Southeastern going to be shaken by this? They're a team, they enter this game at 1-1. They are ranked 12th in the state. Third head coach in 4 years. They played with a lot of confidence tonight. Now will their confidence be shaken? We shall see. Nevertheless, obviously if you're an Avon fan, you feel a lot better than you did a few minutes ago. Henry Hessen all of a sudden now starting to look like the Mr. Football candidate again. And both of his touchdown passes coming to Remington Gall. One from 57 yards, the other from 6. Hard to believe this was once a 25-0 game, now 25-14. So deep kick, fielded at about the 7, brought up to the 15. Finds a hole, but he runs into a wall short of the 20. That was Jace Alexander again. I think they're going to mark him about the 19. 8:37 to go in the third quarter. Hamilton Southeastern taking over on offense here. Come on, boys, let's do it.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right, so 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 running back. McCall in shotgun. Drops back. Throws up the middle. He throws a double cover. Oh, he got an interception. Yes, 45, 40, 35, 30. And he's knocked out of bounds inside the 30.
Flag flies late at the end of the play. That's probably going to be a block in the back, but the interception will stand, and Avon is back in business with 8:25 to go.
So let's see. I didn't catch who made the reception. It was on a tip. That McCall, that might be the first mistake McCall has made all night. You know, he threw into double coverage. Big mistake. It was tipped for the easy catch. So McCall, who, that was his first interception of the season.
The hold is on.
Oh, the hold's on Ben Davis. Okay, well.
You mean Southeastern?
Oh, yeah, Southeastern.
I think he pointed the wrong way. There's no way that could have been a.
Well, let's see here.
Now they're talking about it. There's no way. Yeah, okay. He pointed the wrong way.
Okay, so let's see where they mark it here. Okay, it's at the Hamilton Southeastern 43. Nevertheless, Avon taking over off that interception in great field position with all the momentum now. They've cut it from 25-0 to 25-14. They got a Mr. Football candidate at quarterback. Come on, boys, let's make it a one-possession game here.
Working out of the gun is Hessen. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Play action, pass, fires down the middle, got a man caught. Oh, boy, incomplete. He had it, nearly had it again, and it was incomplete.
Nevertheless, Henry Hessen, 12 for 20, 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Already 10 touchdowns on this young season.
And I'll tell you what, Avon just looks like a new football team.
Yeah, completely new. Now they just got to, not get ahead of themselves and know that this one's theirs as long as they execute.
Snap. Jones with the ball, drives ahead inside the 40, but another flag coming in that's in the area of a hold.
Yeah, he got up the middle for about 5, but let's see. Okay, holding against Avon. We got to make sure we don't shoot ourselves in the foot, when we've got the momentum back here. That'll back it up into Hamilton Southeastern territory. 8:18 to go here in the third quarter. Hamilton Southeastern 25, Avon 14, but the Orioles clearly with the momentum. They've scored 2 touchdowns in the last 4 minutes. So now, second down, and second down and 21 for the Orioles here.
Working out of the gun, Hessen. Snap, back to pass. Screen pass, caught, far side of the field, room to run. Another flag comes in, and that's probably going to be another hold.
It's Stovall for about a 7-yard pickup if it counts, but let's see what the flag is. So now 2 consecutive holding penalties. So we're starting to shoot ourselves in the foot again. We got to stop it. We got the momentum back, so let's not kick this one away. So now all of a sudden, 2nd and 31 now. That's not good. Got to get a big play there. 3 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Jones, I believe, is the running back. Snap. Drops it back. He's got time. Throws up over to the right side. Did he get it?
He did. It was caught on the far side of the field.
So Stovall's got it for a pickup of about 17 or 18 yards. So that's so that'll bring us back into Hamilton Southeastern territory at the 14, at the 47, excuse me, at the 47. So a 16-yard pickup there. 2 receivers to each side now. Just the snap.
Flushed out, rolling. No, he's going to be hit, and he's going to be dropped back at the 45.
So that's a bad break.
Yeah, what was at least briefly there a nice opportunity for Avon is going to result in a punt.
I wouldn't be surprised if we went for it, but let's see here. 7:38 to go. You know, still got plenty of time in this game, but certainly disappointing when you start a drive at the Hamilton Southeastern 43 to leave the field without getting any points. But yeah, those 2 consecutive holds were a killer. So now the punt out of bounds. They're going to mark it around the 25, I think. Oh, 35, okay. So now Hamilton Southeastern taking over in not so bad field position. They were 3 and out on their first possession, interception on their second. Now let's see what they do on their third. We got to get another stop though. If they get a touchdown here, then you know we're in deep trouble again. So hopefully the defense will rise to the occasion like it did on the last possession. And so far, the good start. They stuffed him right. They stuffed Alexander right around the line of scrimmage. Alexander had a big touchdown there near the end of the first half. So they got him for no gain there. 2nd and 10 now. And now a handoff there, and we tripped him up and we got him down for a loss.
Yeah, that time the running back, number 20, Wirtz.
Yep.
Had a short gain by Wirtz.
So 6:35 to go and counting, still over a quarter. And they got him down for a -1 there.
And I'll tell you what, this Avon defense, they have really stepped up here in the third quarter so far, and another big opportunity right here.
So 3rd and 11, we got to get him off the field here. It would be devastating if Hamilton Southeastern got a conversion here.
Snap back to pass. Steps up. Fires a bullet to the near side of the field, but Avon is right there, and it's going to be a 3 and out.
So Marquise Taylor, the team's leading receiver, made the reception, but it was far short of the first down. Give him credit for 4 on that one. So that's 2 3 and outs and an interception for the Avon defense to start off the half here. So that's excellent. A huge improvement over the first half.
There's a high spiraling kick. It'll hit at the 40. It'll take an Avon or a HSE bounce. Avon fields it there, and the ball will be spotted just past the 30-yard line. So if you are an Avon Orioles fan, which we assume most of you are, an opportunity here for Avon to get right back in this thing.
Yep. 5:16 to go in the third quarter. Avon taking over at the Hamilton South, taking over at their own 32. So let's just keep on. No penalties, no mistakes, and we should be fine.
3 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap. Heck to pass. Hessen has some time, staying back there in the middle of the pocket. He's going to roll, throws, got a man caught. It's Gall. And that one's very near midfield, across midfield, in fact, for an Avon first down.
So that's a play covers 21 yards there.
So the Avon Orioles now back in business. Snap, stretch play to the right side. Krishan McCray, room to run. Buries his head across the 40. And it just feels like a totally different ball game from what we saw really until the final play of the first half.
Exactly, yeah. That was a huge momentum-building play. The crowd had been very tense prior to that.
Working out of the gun is Hessen. Snap, back to pass. Steps up, has time. Now going to be flushed out. Now going to keep it. He's got room to run, slides ahead.
Might have gotten the first down, depends on where his spot is.
Yeah, they're going to mark him where he started the slide. And so he's going to be about a yard short. So now 4:10 and counting. Left to go here in the third. Big possession, big play for the Orioles rather. They don't want to go to fourth down here.
Yeah, especially because, I mean, the next Hamilton Southeastern drive could easily take us into the fourth quarter.
Snap. Stretch. Jones cuts it back, drives forward. That's going to be close, and it's going to depend on a spot. It looks like initially he's about a yard short, maybe a half yard, and no doubt Mark Bless is going for this one right here at this point in the football game.
So, yeah, I think it's 4th and 1 now, yeah.
Yeah, bevy of options available for Coach Bless right here.
So now 2 receivers to each side. Jones, I believe, still in there at running back. Hessen in shotgun. Just need a yard.
Snap, give, Jones. He's hit, he leans forward. It's going to depend on that spot. Boy, that's close. That is real close. Avon defense started on the field and then pulled themselves back. Avon saying they got it. Obviously, they're slightly biased, but the officials confirm no bias there from Avon. It's the first down.
All right, we're still in business here. 3:06 to go in the third quarter, trailing by 11, but with, a lot of momentum now. They're playing like a top 10 team again. So same formation now.
Out of the gun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Man, Hessen back there with Krishan McCray. Back to pass, steps up. He's got time. Now he's going to run with it. He's ahead of inside the 30, stays on his feet, down near the 25.
I think he got the first. So nice keeper there by Hessen. And I'll tell you, that's one thing that Avon has done really well tonight. They've given Hessen a lot of time, the line has. So another first down on that keeper by Hessen. Give him gain of 11 there. 5 for 25 on the ground for Hessen now. 2:29 to go in the third quarter.
Back to pass, steps up, has time, flushed out now. He's going to throw on the run towards the end zone.
Got it.
It is caught for a touchdown. Remington Gall, 3rd touchdown of the ball game. And Avon has now cut it to a 25-20 affair. 2:21 left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, so it's definitely it's a one-possession game now with all the momentum on our side. So Gall with another touchdown. His third of the game. All three of the touchdowns, by the way, have gone to Gall tonight.
Now Avon's going to go for 2. This would make it a field goal ball game.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, yeah.
So Hessen will work out of the gun. 3 receivers to the left and a whistle and a flag, and this may change what Avon wants to do here. Delay a game called on the Orioles, so another unforced error at a key part on the field.
So tonight, the touchdown passes from Hessen to Gall have gone from 57, 6, and now 26 yards.
So that'll move them back to the 7.
Still going for the 2, though.
Snap. Quarterback fakes a handoff, throws to the end zone, incomplete. Had a man there in the corner, but it's incomplete, and that could be a key play in the ball game. That time, Stovall, the intended receiver, and Avon now.
But it's a one-possession game again, though. So that's a great feeling. The last time, it has not been a one-possession game since, when McCall scored on that 1-yard quarterback sneak with 9:15 to go in the second quarter. So it's a long road back for the Orioles. They've done 3/4 of it. Let's see if they go the distance. Clearly, all the momentum when Hamilton Southeastern has had the ball in this half. They've had 2 3-and-outs and an interception. Obviously, our offense has confidence now. And Henry Hessen, by the way, for those of you, if he's on your fantasy football team or if you're doing a Mr. Football check, 15 for 23, 281 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Here comes the kickoff. It's a high end over end kick. It'll be taken at the 10.
Oh, he's got some on the right side. They got
and they punt. The kicker. What a nice touchdown-saving tackle that time by Carson Holmer, the kicker.
Yeah, so Jace Alexander, found some space there on the right side. So Hamilton Southeastern will be starting off in good field position at their own 45. 2:15 to go in the third quarter, and they need any breaks they can get because they clearly have lost the momentum of this game. They were up 25-0. Now it's 25-20.
So Avon, 1-1 on the year. Hamilton Southeastern, 1-1 on the year. And Avon finds themselves down by 5, 25-20, with 2:15 left to go in the third quarter. And there's a tackle for no gain that time. Number 99 for Avon.
So Alexander got stuffed again right around the line of scrimmage.
Is that 99? It's still hard to see some of these numbers. Well, somebody made a big play.
So once again, Alexander stuffed for no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 45 now for the Royals. 1:45 to go here in the third quarter. Royals clinging to a 5-point lead that was once 25.
Snap, pitch. Takes it to the far side of the field. Going nowhere. Host to Orioles in on the tackle that time. And now a big third down coming up for Hamilton Southeastern.
So Jace Alexander this time brought down for about, they brought him down for 6 that time. Incredible. So now 3rd and 16. We've got to get him off the field here. All right.
Snap back to pass. Steps up. Fires down the field. It's caught, but hit and dropped at midfield. Well short of the first down, about 4 yards short. And so now it'll bring up 4th and 4 for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. They're right at midfield, and decision time, they're going to punt it away.
Yeah, so they picked up 10 there on the pass from McCall to Wofford, but nevertheless, I don't think they'll go for a fake here. It's 4th and 4 at their own 49, but All right.
Snap, the punt is away. It'll hit, and it'll sail out of bounds back around the 20-yard line.
Well, get this. Who would have believed that half an hour ago we'd be saying this? Avon has the ball with a chance to take the lead.
And that's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, and in less than a quarter's of action, 16 seconds to go down the third quarter, game 3 of the season, first Hoosier Crossroads Conference week here.
Well, we talked about the Orioles' ability to score points in bunches, Leck, and they have certainly shown it here, especially if you go back to that final play of the third quarter, and now 2 more scores added to the kitty.
Yep, and hopefully another one coming up right here. Let's see. First and 10 at our own 19.
Snap, back to pass. Steps up, has time. Now flushed out, rolling right side. He's going to take off with it. He's got the 25, and a host of Royals will hit him there and move him back, but a gain of about 5 yards on first down.
So a pretty good start to drive, and that's the end of the third quarter. So barn burner of a finish coming at you here at Avon. Your score, Hamilton Southeastern 25, Avon 20, but the Orioles now on a 20 unanswered point streak and with the ball. So hopefully they'll, make the comeback, maybe the best comeback in school history.
Hey, Andy Moore has you covered for all your automotive needs, new, used, parts, or service. Go to andymoore.com where you get more for your money. And Avon Orthodontics, the office of Greg Johnson and Nick Broussard, has been creating great smiles since 1995. BSN Sports is a proud sponsor and official provider of uniforms, apparel, spirit wear, and equipment for Avon Athletics. Chick-fil-A Avon. Order the app and skip the lines. Download Chick-fil-A One today. And are you in need of screen print or embroidery? Visit us online at lmspiritgear.com. And Avon Oral Surgery would like to wish all Avon athletes good luck this year. Go Orioles. The Beacon Sign Company, the official sign company for Avon Sports. Hungry? How about BJ's Restaurant Avon? Come visit us after the game for pizza and bazookies. Proud sponsor of Avon Athletics. Go Orioles. Mark Bless is upset about something down there, Leck, and I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. But nevertheless, he's certainly seen a lot of things here over the last half hour or so to be happy about with the way his team has played very courageously.
I'd love to know what it is that he's upset about, because it seemed like that final play of the third quarter seemed pretty straightforward. But clearly, as we've seen, as he's still letting the officials know what he thinks of him as he walks down the sideline there. As the fans can see at home, he was not happy about something.
I hope he doesn't get a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. But yeah, certainly. Maybe thought there was a late hit on Hessen. I don't know. But nevertheless, great game, and it's been really like 2 games in one, each the polar opposite of the other.
Working out of the gun, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Snap, play. No, the give is to McCray. He cuts it forward. He's got room to run. He's across the 35, pushing and taking his teammates with him up near the 40-yard line, across the 40. First down and 10 for Avon.
So Krishawn McCray, I believe that's his best of the game. He's had a relatively quiet game, although they give him credit for 17 on that one, with a lot of help from his fellow offensive mates who pushed him along.
I think Stovall was in at quarterback that time. Yeah.
So 11:47 to go. Avon 58 yards away from taking the lead here.
Hessen going to work out of the gun.
Empty backfield.
Snap, back to pass. Steps up, and he fires
got
and it's caught.
Down to
I
the 40.
lost track of the ball there, and it ended up being number 15, Carmelo Mitchell, with the reception.
An 18-yard pickup there. So Hessen's now completed 16 of 24.
11:25 left to play in the ball game. Avon moving the ball, and they are down by 5 points, 25-20.
Let's finish the job, boys.
2 receivers wide to the left. 3 wide to the left, 2 to the right. Empty backfield. Hessen out of the gun. Steps, pumps, fires, going down the field. It is caught.
Inside the 20.
Did he hang on to it?
Stovall
with the reception. Yes, he did. That's good enough for an Avon first down.
So a pickup of 23. That puts Hessen over the 300-yard mark.
So here comes Avon. They continue to move with the ball, down by 5. Hessen out of the gun. Snap. Give ahead is to McCray. McCray breaks one tackle, slips out of another, tries to get to the far side of the field, and that time got knocked down. A gain of about 2 yards on first down.
So 10:39 to go. Avon in the red zone. I don't know what the biggest comeback in Avon football history is, but this has got to be up there.
And now a whistle on the field and a timeout is called. Hey, please remember to call Fry Electric for all your electrical needs. Harmony of Avon, loving people and sharing hope together. Experience more at harmonyofavon.com. And the team at Bailey Family Dental is always warm and friendly, wanting to take care of your dental needs from ages 1 to 100. Dr. Bailey and his staff provide excellent dental care without fear or concern. We at Bailey Family Dental would like to wish all the athletic teams good luck. And head to Ralph's Muffler and Brake Shop, located next to Lowe's on Dan Jones Road. It's first come, first serve for your free estimate. Visit Ralph's Muffler and Brake Shop for all your car care needs. And Mosquito Joe's. We help you ditch the itch and make outside fun again. 317-350-1131. 317-350-1131. Go Orioles. And the Larkin Collision, supporting Avon Athletics for over 20 years. Steve and Debbie Larkin and their families are proud to be Avon alumni. Everyone at Larkin Collision wishes the Avon Orioles good luck. And all these ads that you're hearing throughout our broadcast this year, these are the folks that have made it possible for us to be out here and bring you Avon football this year. So if you hear those ads, know that's why you can watch this game free of charge. Please support those businesses.
Yes, indeed. The injured Oriole, by the way, was Antoine Wade. He is a senior, and he was down on the okay.
Krishawn McCray, the injured Oriole.
Okay, it looked like. Okay, never mind. I thought it was number 7, but anyway.
2 receivers wide to the left, 2 to the right.
Empty backfield again.
3 receivers wide to the right. I'm sorry. Snap, back to pass, steps up, and he's going to be hit and taken down. He may have got back to the initial line of scrimmage. I don't think so, so it'll go as a sack. And 3rd and long coming up for the Avon Orioles.
And, boy, that was a big play for Hamilton Southeastern. So now it's all of a sudden 3rd and 10.
What a great comeback so far here tonight for the Avon Orioles. Trying to cap it off.
So now we got Jones in there at running back, 2 receivers to each side.
Yeah, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Out of the gun. Snap, back to pass. Steps up, looking. Hessen flushed out, still rolling, still going. No holding call that time. Stays on his feet, throws it up to the end zone. It is off the hands of the receiver. Nice defense back there that time. I believe 13 Stovall was the intended man. It falls incomplete, and now decision time for Mark Bless.
Well, a field goal would be 34 yards from here. And yeah, you'd hate to come away with no points.
And they appear totally committed right now to going for it. Not a inkling that they're going to kick a field goal, and they'll do it with trips running out to the right side, 1 man to the left and a man in the backfield.
5 on the play clock.
Snap, back to pass. Steps up, fires down the middle, tipped up, incomplete, and Avon gets no points on that drive. They're down still by 5, 9:34 left to play in the ball game.
So disappointing that they didn't finish off that drive, but Hamilton Southeastern has not moved the ball well at all here in the. In fact, they've barely moved the ball at all here in the second half, and they're taking over at their own 17. So if Avon, puts on a lot of pressure, they get the ball back, hopefully first turnover, but at least get the ball back in good field position with still plenty of time and all 3 timeouts.
Snap, back to pass, steps up, fires, it is nearly picked off, incomplete, it falls. That could have been caught, it could have been incomplete, and it could have been an interception.
Yeah, and had the call been made, it very well might have been, it might have been for...
And now we have an injured Oriole down there. Looks like Isaac Castro is the injured number 9 down for Avon. If you're just tuning in tonight, I'm Rob Kendall. He's Lex Zorn. We're coming to you from Avon High School, your home for Avon football, audio sports online, where the Avon Orioles trail it by 5, 25 to 20, 9:29 left to go in the ball game. And basically a perfect night for high school football, Lex.
Yeah, absolutely. It was around 72 or 73 for kickoff. Right now it's down to 66. Got a nice breeze coming into the press box. Hopefully this is not a serious injury. So that's just 2 Avon injuries here in quick succession. 2nd and 10 right now when we resume play with Hamilton Southeastern having the ball on their own 17. And had the receiver made that catch, by the way, it very well could have been for the first down. It would have been within a yard or so either way, depending on the spot. So the Oriole gets up, walks off field on his own power. So, got to keep the defensive intensity going like we have here in the second half. Hamilton Southeastern, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 running back. McCall in shotgun. And now we got him. We got him down for a loss. So it'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, all the way back at the 15. And now it'll be 3rd and 13-ish. 9:15 left to go. Both teams still with 3 timeouts. So a long way still to go in this one.
Yes. If we just hold them from 12, stop them from getting 12 yards here, then we're in good shape.
Working out of the gun. Snap, back to pass. Throws, little screen pass. Hit and dropped.
Yes.
What a hit on the far side of the field. Austin Mayo, I believe, was the one defending. And Hamilton Southeastern with a 3 and out. They'll be punting from deep in their own territory. And Avon has one of their best opportunities yet with Carmelo Mitchell back near the 50 to take the lead in the ball game.
Yes, so things starting to look up now.
He's going to punt from his own end zone, right there on the line. Snap. Kick is clean. It's a line drive kick. Mitchell will take it at the 45, 40, 35, 30. Room to run, hit and drop inside the 25. Great return by Carmelo Mitchell. 1st down and 10 for the Avon Orioles.
Yes. So, obviously, we got the momentum here, and now let's take it home.
Well, and obviously a long way to go in this one with 3 timeouts for each team. 8 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Avon trails it by 5. But a great opportunity right here for Avon.
To Carmelo Mitchell, nice return there, about 25 yards. Last time we got the ball down as close as the 15. Hopefully we'll take it the distance this time.
Snap. McCray hit, wrapped up in the backfield and dropped back. No gain. Lost about 3.
So I'll give Hamilton Southeastern's defense credit. They've been pesky, when they've been in, they give them -4 there.
Yeah, still, go ahead, Lex.
Yeah, no, they've been really pesky, when Avon's been close to, getting this game-winning score.
Out of the gun. Snap, back to pass. Steps up, has time, going for the end zone. Caught, touchdown, Avon!
Oh, my God, we got the lead. I can't believe it. Joe Hall.
Yeah, what a pitch and catch. A 27-yard touchdown pass to Joe Hall. And it is a 26-25 Avon lead.
Unbelievable. So Henry Hessen now 350 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns versus 1 interception. And that's Hall's first touchdown of the game. Gall had the first 3. Incredible. 7:24 now. So we're going for the 2-point conversion, so it'll be a 3-point lead. Man, unbelievable.
Yeah, Hessen out of the gun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Snap, stretch play, end around, and it is in.
Got it.
Tough to close. Yeah, it's good. He got it. Okay, touchdown, 2-point conversion, Avon, 28-25, 7:24 left to go in the fourth quarter.
That was Carmelo Mitchell there on the successful 2-point conversion there. And I'll tell you, Rob, we might only have 600 or so fans here in the Avon bleachers, but it sounds like we got a few thousand. They have just ever since the Hail Mary at the end of the first half, they've completely come alive after being very silent and tense for most of the first half.
Well, 28 unanswered points for the Avon Orioles. They trailed at 1 point, 25-0. Hessen threw a Hail Mary to Remington Gall at the end of the first half. Avon scored, and from there it's been all Orioles, 4 unanswered touchdowns now. And with 7:24 to go in the ball game, they find themselves with a 3-point lead.
Yes, that's right. 3 touchdown passes from Henry Hessen, 4 touchdown passes from Henry Hessen, 3 to Remington Gall, the last one to Joe Hall. So, and now he has a season high 350 yards through the air, and still got a good chunk of football to be played tonight, so he could make a run at 400. I don't know what the school record is, but with all the great quarterbacks we've had here at Avon in recent years, I'm sure there have been a lot of games over 300, but in high school ball, when you only have 48 minutes and you make a push at 400, it's a great game.
I'm Rob Kendall. He's Lex Zorn. We thank you so much for joining us wherever you're tuned in from tonight here on AudioSportsOnline.com.
But, the real story of this game isn't statistics. It's just the heart and determination of Avon. And Hamilton Southeastern, they look like they've just completely lost the confidence that they played with so well. They really impressed me with in the first half.
High end over end kick. It'll sail deep. It'll be taken on the run near the 10, across the 10 to the 15-20. Stays on his feet. And flag flies in late. We'll see what that flag was. That could be a big piece of yellow out there on the field. Could have been a late hit. Could have been an out-of-bounds hit. Personal foul. And no signal yet. It was a personal foul, but no signal on who. See your referee there now coming into the center of your screen. Personal foul on Avon. Boy, Mark Les not going to like that. Hit to the head. Although it doesn't seem like they've marked it off yet at all. Okay, now they are going to mark it off.
$7:20 to go. 7:20 away from Avon, preserving maybe the best comeback in school history. Rob, I remember a couple of years ago there was a game. Hold that thought.
Southeastern quickly out of the gun. And up the middle on first down, pushed by his teammates very close to a Hamilton Southeastern first down.
And Rob, that might be the first down that they've gotten in this half. They have not moved the belt. They've had mainly 3 and outs and the 1 interception here in the half.
Working out of the gun. 1st and 10. 7 minutes left to play in the ball game. Snap, quarterback keeper, right up the middle. And a gain of about 5 yards on first down. And that's a play that Avon had seemingly figured out here for the last couple drives. But once again, Southeastern asserting some dominance on those quarterback keepers. Out of the gun. 3 receivers to the left. Snap. And hit and dropped. He will, however, lean forward. Hit near the line of scrimmage. Nice job, though, by Wirtz, the running back, to lean forward. Picked up a couple yards there. 3rd down and about 4 coming up. They'll say 3 on the board, so we'll go with them. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Royals.
Huge play here. If they don't get this conversion, then, we've got a firm grip on this one.
Snap. Back to pass. Steps up. He's going deep, going down the field, and it is incomplete, but a flag flies in late. And, boy, that's going to be a tough flag because both guys look like they were going for the ball.
Yeah. I'll tell you, though, this is what a game. I mean, this is, there are approximately 150 high school games going on right now or across the state. I don't think there's anyone that's been as dramatic and entertaining as this one. So, Rob, you and I got to cover the best game in the state tonight. Although hopefully it'll have the happy ending of the Avon win, but we'll see.
5:48 to go. HSE working out of the gun. Nobody to the right. 3 men to the left. 1 man in the backfield is Wirtz. Snap back. Nope. Quarterback draw again. And gain of about 3 yards on 1st down that time.
McCall was very dominant in the first half. And I just, it seems to me like he's really just trying to take the game over now. Maybe he feels like, he has to for them to have a chance to win. He's a really tough competitor and has played a pretty smart game.
3 receivers to the left, back to pass, steps up, has time, flushed out, rolling right side, rolling. He's got room to run. He's going to be hit and dropped, but I think he had enough for a 1st down that time.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what, McCall has done a nice job. 6'4", 220 is what he's listed as.
Yeah, good size, yeah.
Yeah, he's done a really nice job running that football tonight. 1st and 10, 5:03 and counting, left to go in the ball game. Avon with 3 timeouts, Southeastern with 3 timeouts, run straight ahead.
I think that was Wirtz there. He got up for about 3 or 4.
Yeah, they need to get right about to the 5-yard line to pick up that 1st down. Right now they're currently at the 12, so 2nd down and 7.
So you have Wirtz credit for 4 on that one. I know it would be, so go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, 3 receivers wide to the left, nobody to the right. Wirtz the lone man in the backfield, and now Southeastern going to wind that clock down.
Yeah, I think their strategy is to try to score with as little time left as possible. Of course, the gamble is if they don't score, then they, Now I think they might just let this run down to, yeah, they finally delay a game or timeout. So they take the timeout right before they would have gotten the delay of game. So that's the first timeout used by either team here in the second half. So with 4:16 to go, Hamilton Southeastern has the ball 2nd and 6 at the Avon 11. Your score: Avon 28, Hamilton Southeastern 25. The Royals scored the first 25 points of the game. Then Avon seized the momentum with a Hail Mary for a touchdown at the end of the first half. Went on a tear ever since, both offensively and defensively, to take the lead 28-25. But now Hamilton Southeastern getting its first good drive here of the second half here as quarterback John McCall taking the game over as he did for much of the first half.
And here's a shocking score, Leck. You're going to not believe this.
Yeah.
Center Grove 42, Carmel 0.
Oh, my God. That's Center Grove, I'm not surprised about the Center Grove part, but Carmel's, I'm not used to Carmel losing by 42 to anybody.
So they'll say 2nd and 6 on the board.
Yeah.
4:16 left to go in the ball game. McCall working out of the gun. 1 man goes in tight right, 2 men to the left. 1 man in the backfield is Wirtz. Snap. Give is to Wirtz, and he will dive ahead as he falls down. He's down to about the 8, maybe the 7. and it'll bring up a 3rd down and short for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals.
So all of a sudden, some guys who largely disappeared here in the second half, have started to return to first half form, namely McCall and Wirtz. 3:54 to go now, 3rd and 3 at the 8.
3 to the left, nobody right. McCall out of the gun. Now man goes in motion from left to right. Snap. Give. Wirtz plows ahead. It's going to be enough for a 1st down. And a 1st and goal situation coming up now for the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. And Mark Bless probably got to start thinking about those timeouts now, because obviously they want to get the ball back with an opportunity if Southeastern scores here to win the football game.
So Wirtz with 100 yards on the game now.
I mean, look, you basically know at this point 2 guys are going to touch the ball, McCall and Wirtz.
Yep. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of timeout strategy that we use. 3:23 to go and counting. Need a stop here.
Out of the gun. Snap. Wirtz ahead. Stacked up. No gain. 2nd down coming up from the 4.
Stopped him right around the line of scrimmage. They might give him forward progress out for 1.
And now a timeout was called. I believe that was Avon burning a timeout with 3:04 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what they would do, but, well, certainly this is my 95th varsity football game that I've commentated in my 9-year career, and this is probably the best game I've ever commentated. Certainly one of the top 2 or 3.
Lawrence North 21, Lawrence Central 21 at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the Lawrence North, of course, the team that beat Avon 62-34 a couple of weeks ago, then beat Marion 70-14 last week, having a tougher time tonight. But, yeah, Patrick Mallory's got that program in shape. Number 3 in the state this week. So now the Avon defense gets back onto the field. 2nd down, Hamilton Southeastern going for 4 yards. It would be devastating for them to lose. Certainly disheartening for them that they lost a 25-point lead. But, they can erase some of the sting of that by getting out of here with the win. Avon, on the other hand, definitely doesn't want to, lose after the kind of comeback that they made tonight.
Working out of the gun. Man goes to the left. Snap. Give is to
They got
Wirtz,
it. That was Wirtz.
And he's in. Yeah, Wirtz getting across the goal line. Just a little end around right side. And he was able to cut it back. 3 minutes exactly to go in the game. And it's now a 31-28 Hamilton Southeastern lead. Big extra point coming up here.
Yeah, definitely.
So the good news is, though, Avon will control their own destiny. They can still win the football game.
Yeah, they got 3 minutes and 2 timeouts. That's plenty of time with all the weapons we have. 4-yard run by Wirtz.
Snap, spot, kick is up. It is down the middle. It is good.
So now we got to get the touchdown.
3 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
All right, so the grand finale coming at you. 3 minutes to go, Avon with 2 timeouts.
Yeah, that's keep in mind, Avon still those 2 timeouts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, which is, I mean, even with, 3 minutes to go with no timeouts, that's still plenty of time for that kind of offense to drive down the field and get 80 yards. But with 2 timeouts, even more so. So, still got a good shot here. All right, let's do this here. I know that they didn't make they didn't come back from 25 down to take the lead, to lose it here. So I know they're going to go all out to get it here. Henry Hessen, by the way, on the season. Let me just scroll up here. Henry Hessen already 12 touchdowns on this young season versus 3 interceptions. That's a 4-1 touchdown interception ratio. And by my count, he has 936 yards. So he could go over the 1,000-yard mark on the season here tonight. Still a lot of football to be played. 9:28 your time of day here.
Royals are going to kick it off. They'll tee it up from the 40.
I really believe that if we watched all 150 or so games in the state tonight, I really think this would be the best.
Yeah, it's been phenomenally entertaining. Here we go. High kick. It'll go into the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
All right, 3 minutes to go, 80 yards. Let's do it.
Yeah, and boy, give a lot of credit to that HSC kicking game tonight. They have touchbacks for most of the evening, so they've really done, at least from that perspective, their part in keeping Avon in bad field position.
Yeah, they have. And that's one of the keys to beating a team with that kind of offense that Avon has.
All right, here we go. Hessen coming out of the gun. Two to the left, two to the right. Snap, back to pass. Steps up. He's going to be hit from behind and brought down. No gain on first down.
So give the Hamilton Southeastern defense credit for rising to the occasion, starting the drive like they planned to win this game. They got him for a 1 yard loss.
2:43 and counting. Hessen out of the gun. Two receivers still to each side. McCray, the lone man in the backfield. Snap, back to pass. Hessen has time. Fires short on the far side of the field. Caught. He's up across the 20 or near the 25. That was Gall. Out of bounds. 3rd down and 5 coming up for Avon.
Very big 3rd down.
Now they're going to put it back actually at the 24. So a 3rd down and 6 for the Orioles.
Third and 6 now.
Out of the gun. Snap, back to pass. Steps up, fires off the hands of the intended receiver. And now 4th down coming up for Avon. They've got to get 6 yards. Now keep in mind they do also have 2 timeouts left, so not the end of the game if they don't get it, but certainly would be putting Hamilton Southeastern in a pretty good position.
Yeah, it would be Hamilton Southeastern's to lose at that point, yeah.
Out of the gun again. 2:29 left to play. Snap, back to pass. Steps up. Hessen on the run. He's going to spins out of it, hit from behind, but it is not going to be enough for a first down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And Henry Hessen is down on the play. Well, that pocket really collapsed quickly. He's going to be fine, though. He'll get up and walk off under his own power, which is good to see. But now Avon really with their backs up against the wall.
Yeah, we got to do a 3 and out here at worst. I would imagine, like you said, that HSC will mainly give the ball to, McCall and Wirtz. And they'll just try to keep chipping away, getting that 3.4 yards a carry, which is all they need. So disappointing drive there by Avon. They made one of the most extraordinary comebacks in school history, if not the best. Hopefully they'll be able to, seal it off with a win. 2:23 to go here.
Tight formation now. Snap. Gibbs straight ahead to Wirtz. Big hole. He's inside the 25, inside the 20, inside the 15, and all the way down near the 11.
So the clock will stop to move the chains.
And obviously they're going to let this thing wind down. They'll take the full 35.
And just the last 2 defensive possessions for Avon, they just haven't had that. Maybe they wore themselves out those first few drives of the half because they just haven't had that defensive, dominance they had, up to that point.
Yeah, they definitely need a play here. Definitely need a play. Snap, give, and a big hole, and he's down inside the 5.
It looks like maybe the defense has just run out of gas.
Yeah, and now Mark Bless is going to spend a timeout. 1:40 to go. The ball's at the 6. The magic number is the 1.
Yeah, so things now all of a sudden looking bleak again for Avon And I'll tell you, if they end up losing this game, you've got to have really sharply mixed feelings about it. The comeback was extraordinary, but the message that I hope they get from it is, you got to play your A game all 48 minutes. You can't always count on miracle comebacks because they're not always available. And if you take away even two of those mistakes, just take a pick of these. The bad snap on what was going to be the punt that ended up in the safety, letting Hamilton Southeastern convert a 4th and 17, the interception, the fumble. You take away any two of those 4 plays, and I think Avon gets out of here with the win tonight. So it's we learned that these guys can do a lot tonight. That they are capable of an extraordinary comeback, but we also learned you better not, let your margin of error get down to 0 like Avon did tonight.
All right, Avon needs a play here.
Yeah.
They do have one timeout left. Snap, quarterback keeper straight ahead, and he's
Got
in
it.
for the score.
So that basically seals it. It's back to a 2-possession game. So, and I'll tell you, I give Hamilton Southeastern all the credit in the world after Avon seized 100% of the momentum that they came back, and I think part of their motivation to make the comeback is they dreaded what the bus trip home would have been like had they lost tonight. I mean, that would have been a miserable bus trip. But McCall, very impressive young man. Not great talent, but a great competitor there.
Kick down the middle is up and good. And so at the minute 37 to go in the ball game, it's a 39-28 Southeastern lead over Avon.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, Leck, for years and years and years, the old Hoosier Crossroads Conference and the Lafayette schools were still in, Avon and Southeastern was always the opening game of the season. And a lot of times whoever won that game ultimately would go on to win the conference championship. And there were some great battles, even dating back to when, obviously, Scott May was the head coach for the Royals and Dave Shelbourne was the head coach for the Avon Orioles. And, of course, we had the privilege for years of announcing those games and calling those games. And how kind of that feel tonight?
Yeah, and it's always interesting to see the way that they change the schedule. The Hoosier Crossroads Conference has been through some changes over the years, generally for the better. I think it was a really good move to get rid of the 3 Tippecanoe County teams, both for geographical reasons and for competitive reasons. But yeah, this is the 21st consecutive season that these two teams have played. Coming into tonight, in that time, they'd split it 10 games apiece. However, Avon clearly recently had the momentum. They had won the last 4 coming into tonight, so it's got to feel good for Hamilton Southeastern to finally get a win against Avon again. And barring a miracle here, the Orioles will drop to a disappointing 1-2 going into Brownsburg next week, the number 2 team in the state. So,
short kick taken back at the 2. He's got room to run across the 15 to the 20. Stays on his feet, and that's about as far as he'll go.
Now, Avon does have one timeout left. If they get a score quickly here and get an onside kick, they still would have a shot. And keep in mind, if they got a touchdown and a 2-point conversion, that would be a 3-point game, and they could tie with a field goal. So it's probably a 100-1 shot at this point. It still can be done. So don't go anywhere just yet. But
working out of the gun. Hessen needs to go the length of the field and do it quick. Snap, back to pass. Steps up, voids one tackle, rolling right side, rolling. He's going to throw it down the field.
Oh, it threw it right to him, intercepted.
Yeah, it's picked off right there in the on the far near side of the field. Stays on his feet. Going to be taken down by a couple of Orioles.
That was Giovanni Ragland there on the interception. It was desperate. It was thrown right to him. So disappointing for what was overall a great game for Henry Hessen. 19 for 30, 355 yards, 4 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. Still a 3-to-1 touchdown interception ratio on the season. Still a strong Mr. Football candidate. nearly 1,000 yards already in this very young season. But nevertheless, it's great to be here tonight, and it's an honor to bring these exciting games to you, and really thrilled by the huge viewership that we have. And now they're just going to run out the clock. Apparently, Avon will not use their last timeout. So anyway, a reminder that we will be off the air the next 2 weeks. If you'd like to see Avon in person, you can just go a few miles up the road next week to Brownsburg, the number 2 team in the state, our biggest arch rival. That's going to be a tough game. However, 2 weeks from tonight, out at the east side of Indianapolis against Franklin Central, against the Flashes, that should be a pretty easy win. Hope you all will get out to both games, and then hope you all will either get out here in person or join us on the air 3 weeks from tonight when we have our next broadcast in Week 6 as we host the Fishers Tigers, who've become a great rival here in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference.
Yeah, so there will be one more knee, and that will do it. We'll have an abbreviated post game as we try to get out of here as quickly as we can to make life easy for everyone else due to the social distancing and whatnot. So we will have one more knee, and that'll do it. As Hamilton Southeastern will move to 2-1 on the year, Avon will drop to 1-2.
Well, yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and as I said, we'll see you back here in 3 weeks against Fishers.
Yeah, that's right. And then our broadcast, then we'll be back again in Week 8 against Zionsville. But yeah, then now the clock ticks down to 0. So, in conclusion, Avon, plagued by mistakes in the first half, self-inflicted injuries, goes down 25-0, makes an amazing comeback to take the lead 28-25, but seems to run out of gas in doing so. And Hamilton Southeastern keeps their composure, comes back to get 2 late touchdowns and get the win.
All right. Well, great job as always, Leck. Thank you.
No problem. Thanks for having me here for probably the most exciting game in the state tonight. It was a great honor, and hopefully Avon will take both the good and the bad from this game and build on it and still make a great run.
All right, 39-28, our final Avon falls tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We certainly appreciate having you with us. He's Leck Zorn. I'm Rob Kendall. Have yourself a great evening.